Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to The Darkest Hour. Tonight is episode 56. No guest tonight, just the OG cast members doing a full chat Q&A and hanging out. Let's go say hi to the boys. What up, dudes?
Hey.
Hello.
How's it going? No guest, just us.
Oh.
Doing all right, dude.
Pretty key, huh? Pretty key.
Dude, now chat's just gonna bully me.
Exactly. Yeah,
True.
you're target acquired.
Right.
We were talking.
Chat's being.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, go
No, you go. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, chat's being extra weird when they're bullying a guest and not bullying me. It's just, I saw some of the comments on YouTube. I was like, yikes.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Don't read the comments.
There's comments
were-
on the podcast episodes of shit talking the guests?
You should. I mean, don't look at the comments,
I've
but
never
look
looked,
at the comments.
I'm not gonna lie.
I get in there, man.
Like two.
I get
two
my
or
sword
three
and shield, and
episodes.
I dig into the comments
Don't
sometimes.
look at
I'm
the
not
war in
gonna
there.
look.
I defend.
There's
I
one time
defend
I read
people.
one. This is like a month ago. This guy had like a Unabomber level like manuscript written in the fucking
Yeah,
comments.
I remember
And
that
then,
guy.
Yeah, I was like, all right, let me comment because this is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And we commented, and the guy was like, "Yeah, basically my life's falling apart, and this doesn't matter that much to me. I'm sorry, guys."
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I was like, feel
Man.
better. I was like, there, feel better, buddy. But yeah, I was like, this is unhinged. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you okay? And he's like, no, my life is falling apart. And I was like, oh, well, good luck.
What are you talking about?
Some guy that went off on the podcast, he went off on us in the comments, and it was like a fucking 2-page manifesto in the comments, and it was
He
all
basically had-
terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, it was all about like how streamers are like ruining the game and all this stuff. And
What
it was like,
episode, bro? The last one?
No, it was a while back, a couple months
it was
back.
like
okay.
a month or month or
Gotcha.
two ago. It was a
Yeah.
while ago. But yeah, it was funny. Like, what the fuck, dude? Anyway.
Maybe I didn't.
Naturally,
Yeah,
someone
somebody-
had to reply. Yeah, I can't help myself.
Someone hit me with an essay about how I'm cheating and like my cheating settings are off.
Oh.
On my YouTube video, bro.
That's a
Damn.
that's a compliment, dude. If people think you're cheating because you're so good, just take the compliment.
I
Speaking of
guess
cheating,
like, yeah.
Joey, you play Apex. Have you been keeping up with that like remote cheating thing? Was it remote or like what happened? Do you know anything?
I
about
don't
that?
know.
Yeah.
I watched it
Did you hear
like
about that,
the
someone?
first.
Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah, like
crazy.
some dude apparently like remotely hacked people in the middle of a giant Apex tournament. That's
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
Yeah. A similar thing happened with From Software, and I think Dark Souls 3, and they had to take Dark Souls 3 offline for like almost a year, like no multiplayer.
Yeah, the way I understand it, it's like a it's like a big flaw in the code that lets you like run commands on people's computers like through the game or some shit, right? Some
It's
crazy shit like that.
insane. That's what an oversight.
Which is like super bad.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, no, I mean, I didn't play Apex before, but now I'm definitely not gonna play. Oh man.
That's crazy. Yeah, Angry Peon's talking about it in your chat. It was a
targeted hack.
targeted hack in the case of Apex, and then DS3 had a
yeah,
straight up RCE
Mm.
exploit.
So Angry Peon might know. Is that what RCE is? That's why it's such like, a big
remote
hot.
code executable. Or something
Well,
like
I know that, but it's like they can literally run shit on your computer through the game. Is that why
Yeah,
it's like
essentially.
really bad?
That's the
Crazy.
whole idea.
Well, no guests, just us boys. Full chat Q&A, and I guess I'll propose the first questions. Donnie, how are you?
Good, doing good, man. I've been watching Andor. I know I'm like a year behind,
Great
but I've
show.
been catching up with Star Wars, and dude, honestly, I kind of wrote Star Wars off because let's be
Mm.
honest, the sequels were fucking
Bad.
bad.
Yeah.
There's just really no other word for it. But Andor's solid. Like Andor's really good. Even Mandalorian's kind of not good now. Like even it's a little kind of iffy now, but Andor's good. Andor's good stuff.
Andor is the best piece of Star Wars content that's
What is
probably ever
Andor?
come out. So essentially, Andor follows the beginning of the rebellion to stop the Empire and take out the Death
Yeah.
Star and whatnot. And Andor is
Hmm.
just one of the guys, one of the freedom fighters, if you will.
Which
Yep.
is it's kind of a bad name for the show.
It shouldn't have been
honestly.
called Andor. They could have ran with it
Yeah.
so much more if they just called it the Rebellion or something like that. You know?
Because Jay, have you seen Rogue One?
Yes, but it's been. I don't know
So-
which one that is. I know it's of the last three, like the newest.
That's
three,
the
and I
one
don't
where
know
they
which one.
steal the Death Star plans, and like they all die. They
I
all
don't
die at the
remember,
end.
bro.
Spoilers. Anyway,
I just know
that's the
girl's
guy
kinda
who
hot.
like. Yeah, she is. Oh, anyway, we'll get distracted. But anyway, he's the guy that dies at the end of Rogue One. They're like hugging on the beach, like I love you, and they blow up like on the nuke or whatever.
Yep.
Don't
So
remember.
they made a whole show about a guy that you already know is dead. And it's like, why wouldn't we just make a show about rebels? And we could name it whatever. We could name it Fartzoid. You know, it could be fun. Like
I agree.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. So Andor, that's cool. Very nice.
Yeah, it's a good time. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Jay, how are you?
I'm good, except I got sick, so that's just unlucky. How weak is this? I slept with my window open one night and I got sick.
Damn.
But my chat's been convincing me that it might be allergies. Because, I mean, in Washington, we get like a shit ton of pollen. So I don't necessarily doubt it.
You know, I've been having allergy issues too, so I went to the doc and I got allergy meds. And you know what? I can actually breathe through my nose for the first time in like a year. So maybe you should look into it because it's been great being able to breathe. But I'm still getting over my con crud shit from GDC last week, so I'm still a little sick, but I'm sure next week it'll be Donnie and you'll be fine, and then we'll just keep rotating.
Do you get sick at every con? Is that just part of conning?
Yeah, so like at PAX, it's the PAX Pox, convention crud, all that shit. And honestly, if I take Emergency, which is like a vitamin C drink kind of a thing, it's like a vitamin C powder, I don't get sick, but I didn't take it this year, I forgot, and I got sick. And everyone I know that went got sick. But that's just how it is, man. Whatever. It's good
I've
for
never
you.
been to like a big gamer convention. How's the smell situation?
I'll tell you the worst one by far.
Okay.
Gamescom in Germany.
Not bad.
It is a sea of stinky cheese and grilled onions
Oh my God.
and hot sweat. And
Y'all need to
nobody
invent a little
seems to
thing
care.
called Daw
Fucking
shower, bro.
Germans.
What the hell?
Oh, dude, at TwitchCon, I when I was working advertising at Twitch, I did a big thing with Old Spice, and we were like, "What can we do at the booth?" Like, I was like, "Give out tiny little speed sticks of Old
hand out
Spice,
deodorant.
please." I was like, "Please, please, please do that." They're like, "All right, fuck it, let's do it." That was the best smelling event I've ever been to. People actually fucking used it. Old Spice loved it, and they spent way more money with Twitch. It was great.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give people
You
the
know, I went to
deodorant.
TwitchCon. It didn't smell at all. So I was
TwitchCon's
I was
one of the
totally
better ones.
Totally expecting like Gamer Funk walking in that big ass building, but nothing.
Nah,
Yeah,
TwitchCon's
Gamer
one of the
Funk.
better ones. Gamescom was bad. Some of the PAXs can get a little smelly, but E3, just because it was so massive, at E3's dead. R.I.P. Yeah.
E3
You
is
know what
fun.
pissed me off about
E3 was a good
TwitchCon
time.
What?
is that the carpet they had was like super linty, and I was wearing black dress shoes, and I dragged my feet a lot. So I looked down, bro, and like half of my shoe would be covered in lint. You know how embarrassing that is? I'm like, dude.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
That
You
was
shouldn't
it.
smell.
Yep, I guess so.
It's worse, in my opinion.
There's something about hitting a hotel shower, bro. You know what I mean? Like hotel showers are just like completely different.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
a nice
yeah,
hotel
yeah.
shower. I'm with you. I'm with
Dude,
you.
hotel air conditioning is the best too. Like you just crank
Mm.
that bitch to like 65, just bear cave, just hang out all day, iced out. Oh, it's a good time.
Yeah, I always crank mine down to the coldest setting. I black out the room. It's like some of the best sleep, just cold, dark sleep. I love it.
Yeah.
But I get this thing called what I like to call traveling half sleep when I'm on the road. Excuse me, when I'm on the road too long, or when I first get somewhere.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I have like a night or two where I don't feel like I'm actually getting real rest. Like I wake up every hour, but I wake up, like 7, 8 in the morning, and I feel like I got some sleep, but I didn't actually go into REM. I didn't actually fall asleep completely. Do you guys ever get that when you travel? This Chad,
No.
do you guys know what I'm talking about? Where you don't feel like you get a real night's sleep?
Oh, I mean that's like every day, but
Every day. Shit.
You don't
yeah,
sleep well?
bro. I don't think I've ever woken up and been like, do 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 do. I never, not a single time actually.
I've had that in the past, and it's great. I've woke up in mornings where I just instantly had energy, and I jump up, and I'm feeling good. But those days are behind me.
Yeah, I don't really feel amazing when I wake up, but I have no issue sleeping. Like my issue is like putting my shit away and going to bed. Because if I actually lay down, it's good. But I gotta like put the phone down. I gotta sit there and like consciously make the decision to sleep, and I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's where I
no,
fuck
I'll
up.
watch shorts for 7 hours and eventually pass out.
That's terrible for your brain. Someone said that's where THC comes in to help sleep. The only issue with that is I consume 6,000 fucking calories before I go to bed whenever I use THC, because I'm the worst fucking fatty with weed. So I can't even smoke anymore if I want to remain this weight. I love weed, don't get me wrong, it's great, but God, I turn into a dumpster. I just can't stop
There's no impulse
consuming.
control.
No,
I don't really get that way if I drink. And that is a weed only thing, really. Because like even when I drink, sometimes I'm like, like, I don't need to eat.
Yeah, sometimes I get drunk munchies, but I can go without it with booze. I can just go
Yeah.
home and go to sleep, get a little bit of water, take an Advil, go to bed. But weed, it's like an alien has taken over my body and is taking my phone and ordering DoorDash without my consent. And I'm fighting
so
it.
good.
I'm fighting this fucking parasite in my head, but it's just weed. It's like, just get the fucking tenders, dude. It's cool. I'm like, all right, hit the button.
I feel like with weed, I have like such like a one-trick brain, and if I get fixated on food, like I'm done. Yeah,
I hear you.
but if I don't think about food, then I'm fine. But yeah,
I do
Anyway,
the
Dark and
same
Darker.
shit sober, laying in bed at like midnight. I start
Yeah.
thinking about like some McNuggies and a large fry.
Yeah, exactly.
Then it's
Yeah.
like 2 a.m. and I'm just still thinking about it, bro.
see, I'm like
It's terrible.
I'm a Monday through Friday like corporate guy. Like I don't really get like late night munchies anymore when I'm unemployed. I definitely do. Like when I don't have shit going on. But like Saturday morning when I wake up and I'm like, I've just been doing shit all week. I'm like, yeah, that's definitely Uber Eats time. Definitely some fucking DoorDash.
Room.
Yeah.
All right, people are asking about my announcement.
Yeah. Who?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Should I hit
Is
the
that what I'm
announcement?
thinking?
I don't
Is that what
know.
I'm thinking, you know.
Are we a throuple? Is it we polyamorous?
Yeah. That's exactly it.
We're having a baby.
Oh, cute. Donnie is giving birth in 8 months. It's going to be nasty shit. All right, so here's the announcement. It's pretty exciting. First, before I get to the announcement, how long have we been doing this podcast for? 15 months? 14 months?
Week 58.
Like
Something like
14
that.
months, something like that.
Well over a year now. We're 56 episodes in, so definitely over a year. We had our 1 year anniversary a couple months back, actually. But we've been chugging along. It's been really fun, and we've connected pretty heavily with the Dark and Darker community, which has been great. And you guys know I love this game, and I really love Iron Mace. So the announcement is, after several conversations with Terrence Park, the CEO of Iron Mace, including an in-person meeting and a dinner, I will be starting as the head of marketing at Iron Mace later this month.
Sell me a pen, bro.
What?
Head of marketing, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, nice
So
one.
yeah, it's been a bit of a long road, but I'll be working directly with them, and I'll actually be flying out to Korea in May to meet the whole team, which is cool.
Can I go with?
Ooh.
It's not April 1st, by the way. That's why I'm happy
Can I
that.
go with or what?
I mean, why not? You want to go with me?
Man, dude, fuck it.
I'll probably be out there for like 10 days in May. If you came.
Never mind.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be. Well, you don't have to stay the whole time I'm there.
You gotta go 10
Oh.
days. You can just go for a little.
Yeah, we don't have to like sit next to each other on the plane. Yeah,
be working.
you could meet me there. I'm going to be working with the team. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, you
That's
guys know I have a 12 years of experience in this industry. I was Twitch's community manager. I ran talent strategy at Stream Elements. I was Twitch's influencer guy. I've been an executive at a couple of companies. I've been around pro athletes and influencers and celebrities in the gaming space for a long time, hosted events. I've done that whole thing, but one thing I've managed talent, obviously, Jay, and repos. But one thing that I have never done is actually work for a game dev, for a video game company in itself. So this will be a new thing to check off the old list, and it'll be cool. Yeah, it'll be
I
fun.
am curious. Did you not want to hit like the community manager side type of thing?
Well, Grayson is the community manager, so they already have a team,
Okay.
right? And I actually just spoke to Grayson for the first time yesterday. He's a really cool dude, and I'm looking forward to meeting him in person in Korea. But I don't want
Which
to.
is
I don't.
shocking.
I don't want to step on what Grayson does. I'm going to be doing, a bunch of other stuff, but I'm sure I'll be involved with the community somehow. Obviously, we do this podcast, and I don't know the full scope of exactly what I'm going to be doing just yet. I have to talk to SDF. I have to talk to Terrence again. We're going to strategize and run down a bunch of stuff in Korea in person. And then I think I'm going to have some autonomy to just figure out how to help market the game and work with streamers and YouTubers and maybe do some traditional marketing stuff and cook up some cool shit like Twitch drops and parties at TwitchCon and doing some cool stuff at PAX and all kinds of stuff like that. Wow,
dude. You guys trying to go to the dad party at Con, bro?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Imagine you rent out an Irish pub and you make it medieval. And
doors are closed at 7 p.m., guys.
Yeah, the party's over at 7. Actually, yeah. No, there's all kinds of fun stuff.
We hand out deodorant.
Yeah, we'll hand out deodorant out the door. A torch with deodorant. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be cool.
We sold out, dude. Awesome.
I mean, I sold out in this industry 12 years ago, so the selling out will continue. But I mean, I'm currently at GameSquare, so I'm going to be leaving GameSquare. I'm a creator partnerships and brand strategist there, so I'm going to leave there to go full time with Iron Mace.
Oh my god, bro! That reminds me, I never finished the process.
You got to do that.
We got to cash that in before you dip. Hold that, bro. Oops.
That's funny.
Yeah. Does it not? Well, I guess now you'll see what it's like to know all this insider info and have to keep your mouth shut for 2 hours every week.
Well, it's actually funny you should say that. So I had a top secret nuclear SCI clearance with the Air Force when I was in. So I know how to keep a secret really well, and I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah.
I like to talk. What's that?
Inside I guess you probably will.
Of course I will. Yeah, I'll help strategize. I'll help out with more than just marketing. It's a startup, right? So there's going to be multiple things.
Almost destabilize South American countries with the CIA, dude. We're good.
Oh, God.
Never South American. It's typically stuff in the Middle East.
Okay.
Sold guns to the Contras, dude.
But yeah, it's very exciting. I mean, I really respect Iron Mace, and I love the game a lot. So I'm excited to work on something that won't feel like work completely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool. Can we still make cum jokes? Is that still?
Sure. Yeah, shoot it all over the place. Do your thing. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We can still talk about what the clap. Why it's named the clap.
Yeah. We could talk about your medical issues all you want. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I know people are going to want to extract information from me. Look, when I was Twitch's community manager, it was 10 times the scale as Iron Mace and Dark and Darker, right? And I was way younger, and I was green. So I have over a decade of knowledge and experience now, and this is a smaller scale than Twitch. So I'm feeling pretty confident that it'll go well. But yeah, I know people want to extract information. They're going to want to know insider information. They're going to want to know the roadmap and all this stuff. And quite frankly, I'm not going to share it unless I get permission from my soon-to-be boss,
I wouldn't
Terrence.
even learn it if I was you.
Of course I want to learn it. Are you kidding me? I want to get involved as much as I can. Oh yeah, of course I want to know. Are you kidding me? I want to know what's going on. Yeah, but I'm not going to tell.
I'm good.
I'm when the secret counts, I know how to keep it. So I'm not even gonna tell you in a DM offline or anything. So
do you already know when Druid's coming out, dude?
Next week, in about 15 minutes, actually. Yeah.
It's actually right now.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
So yeah, pretty awesome. And with that,
well, congrats,
why don't we?
Oma.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, chat. I said it was really funny. I saw one guy in chat who was like, "Yeah, blah blah blah," and I was like, "Yeah, that's about right." Yeah.
Fair.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Keep me humble, brother.
I mean, that's better than the guy in chat's going, what did he say? Can you make the game not based on movement speed? I'd rather have the blah, blah, blah guy in the guys. Can you fix the game now that you work for them? Like,
yeah, I'll try to fix the game. I'll get right on it. Yeah. But anyway, let's go into full chat Q&A. Let's hang out for a while. I'm actually going to go to a movie later. I'm going to go see... So in San Francisco, there's this thing called Alamo Drafthouse. And it's like a movie theater where you can get like beer and cocktails and order dinner at your table and watch the movie. It's the best. Yeah, Alamo Drafthouse.
Yeah.
And they do a thing. Yeah, they do a thing called Terror Tuesday. And tonight it's
Washington sucks, dude.
I mean, if you like nature and shit, it's all right. Yeah. But yeah, tonight is Terror Tuesday, and they're gonna play Blade, the original Wesley Snipes Blade flick. So I'm definitely going. Oh yeah, I fucking love that intro. The intro to that movie is the best, dude. I can't wait to watch it tonight.
Isn't Blade the one where like they have like blood sprinklers in the club?
In the club, yeah.
Yeah.
And the song is called Vampire Dance Club. That's the name of the song.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
great song for a few minutes, then it gets repetitive, but yeah. But yeah, I love that movie. It's great.
I haven't seen Blade in a good bajillion years.
It's so good.
No
Same. I can't wait to watch it again. Ding, 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 bang, 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 bang. Yeah, it's a good song. But yeah, let's do full chat Q&A. Let's hang out, chat, drop your questions, comments, concerns. We can talk about the game. We can talk about whatever you want. These casts with just the three of us are sort of a generalist podcast. So whatever you want to talk about, let's do it.
I took a job with Dungeonborn in the lead up. Yeah.
Shit, I'm now the paid sole promoter of Dark. You know,
Nice.
I actually bought it from Julian for
yeah.
$5.
couple Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
A stack of
Six
tickets.
pack.
Yeah.
I bought the $100 Patreon edition. He just sent me all the source code, bro.
Nice,
It was a
dude.
notepad, if you can believe it.
Yeah, Notepad plus. I bet you right now Julian is on a beach somewhere counting all $400 he made from scamming people with Dark. He's only got 2 days left in the cheap Airbnb before he has to get on his Ryanair flight. Yeah, it's
Dude, you know
It's a good
he
scam
bought,
he did.
like-
Damn.
Nah, he bought like a pair of like hype beast jeans and called it a day, dude. You know, that guy's probably like
and a case of
14.
Prime. Yeah. Let's see here. All right, I think we got some questions here. What percentage of the Elder Scrolls player base would you say knows Dark and Darker, or that it exists? I feel like they would definitely be the community to target. I'm sure there's some folks that probably know about it, but yeah, I feel like hardcore Elder Scrolls players that like first-person medieval shit, if they're willing to delve into the Dark Souls difficulty level of Elder Scrolls, then Dad might be good for them.
Yeah, I think you gotta realize though, a lot of like MMO people, I think they just want to hop on and be dumb and just go from A to B, like kill 10 pigs and go home. I don't really think Dark and Darker is their game.
Yeah, but on the other side of that, you have the hardcore raiders that want to memorize every single raid and everywhere you can go to get mats to get the best potion to maximize your stats at this part of the raid, and like there's always going to be the sweats, even in MMOs.
Do you guys know anyone who actually in like hardcore plays Elder Scrolls? I don't think I know a single person.
Nope.
I mean, I did like back in 2012. I used to stream hardcore Skyrim. Do you remember this, Donnie? I would make
I'm
it.
talking about like Elder Scrolls Online. I'm talking about do you
Do
know a single person that's run an Elder Scrolls Online raid? I don't think I do.
I knew
That
this...
game is still having DLC, still coming out. Like there's a player base clearly. I just don't know who plays it.
I knew a guy named Atropus. He used to stream. He was hardcore into ESO rating, but I mean, it kind of just fell off. People just like running around killing mobs in that game.
Yeah.
Maybe doing a little bit of
It's a
PvP,
cool game.
but it's fine. It's a fine game.
Maybe it's like a European thing. Maybe a lot of European people love ESO Online.
I played ESO
I
for
just-
5 minutes and uninstalled.
Hmm.
I did not understand.
The first podcast I ever did was over 10 years ago on Twitch, called the ESO Podcast, with a streamer named Deegan, and we were super hyped for that game. And then it came out, and that hype died quick, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And we quit the podcast because it was so disappointing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
Remember I got a
very
really good
bummed about
laugh.
that game.
Out of ESO, I was playing the beta, and I think I was playing like a human, and my buddy was playing like a what's the little green guy? It's like an elf, wood elf. He's playing a wood elf, and I just remember we finally get our horses, and we line up next to each other, and there I am on my glorious steed, and I look over, and this dude's riding just a little fucking pony because he's just a little guy. Just laughed so hard at it. That's the only thing I remember about ESO.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun for a little bit, but yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to trash the game, but yeah, it didn't go the route I was hoping. Pure Evil says, "How's the barbarian feeling right now in normals, and what weapons have you been using?" I love Viking Sword and Zweihanda, but yeah, I dominate on norms with my barb. It's fun.
How do you feel about the movement meta right now? I feel like that's like the meta right now. Is just move as fucking.
It
quick
always
as you
is
can.
though. It always is though.
Eh,
Yeah, it's always been that way.
I mean, you just kind of have to deal with it. That's the base of the meta. Once you understand that movement speed is key, then everything else you have to figure out. What build you want to do, if you want to stack decks or whatever.
Fuck ton of Francescas and just run somebody down.
Yeah, look, I'm still not a fan of that. I hate utility throwing weapon spam. Eventually, whenever I started Iron Mace later this month, and when I go to Korea next month, I'm going to give my opinion on stuff. I'm going to tell them what I really think, and I can't help but tell the truth. It's a double-edged sword, right? To wield honesty, but I can't really help myself. So I'll tell them how I feel. I'm sure STF will tell me to fuck off. It'll be great. Yeah, can't wait. But yeah, I look forward to learning more about the plans for the game and what they really think about stuff, because they're Korean guys, right? Like Terry speaks English. A couple of other people at the company speak English. Terrence is the CEO, and his job right now is to raise money for that company and keep the company alive. He's not worrying about the meta in Discord general or what's happening in Reddit. It's hard to know what's going on, right? So I'm looking forward to helping.
Cool.
I'm not moving. I'm not moving.
No.
They asked me if I wanted to move to Korea. I said no.
They asked you that?
Yeah, they asked me if I would relocate to Korea. I said no. I can't. I got like family and kids and stuff. So
it's crazy that they would even ask, to be real.
No, of course not. That's super normal. Yeah, I expected them to ask. Yeah. Yeah, I expected them to ask me.
We had this podcast at what time is it in Korea right now?
Like 10 a.m. or something like that. 10:34 a.m.
I guess we could still have the podcast. Yeah.
But yeah, someone asked, am I on Duolingo? So I know a couple of Korean words like 감사합니다, 안녕하세요, stuff like that. 오른쪽 친친, 빨리빨리 아저씨, like hurry up, cab driver, stuff like that. Hurry up, sir. Left or right, or thanks, stuff like that. So I think I might take some remedial lessons just so I, could somewhat converse with my teammates.
You only need to know one word, bro. It's called Pongu.
What's that?
You're welcome.
Pongu? Okay. Good to know. I like that.
What's Pongu? Welcome?
Fart.
Oh, God damn it. Okay.
Pongu, dude. Been Ponguing this whole time.
I fucking love Korean food, though, so I can't wait to go back to Korea and have some galbi and bulgogi and japchae and stuff like that.
You have a wife. Never mind. I was going to say, I got you for the Korean ladies over there. Just call them Ipuda.
I'm not taking your advice at all. There's some
nefarious. A white dude showed up at a Korean bar and called a Korean woman Ipuda. You're in there, bro.
Yeah.
What does Ipuda mean?
How about you come with me? I want to watch you do it. I want to watch you say it.
I don't even know the direct translation. It's like pretty, beautiful, gorgeous.
So I'm this white guy at bar. I roll in. I'm like making eye contact. This good looking Korean lady.
Ipuda.
She walks. I'm like Ipuda, and she's like, "Oh, thank you. Right. What's your name?" And I showed her with another Ipuda. Only word I know, dude.
That's hilarious. Do the Dark and Darker and Iron Mace Twitter accounts tweet about the podcast? No, they don't. Look, just because I'll be working in Iron Mace doesn't mean this is going to become the official podcast or anything like that. The podcast will still be just like it is. I'll produce it and run it like I have been. Jay and Donnie will still be co-hosts. We'll be hanging out with random YouTubers and streamers and guests occasionally.
You guys are gonna replace me with a funny Korean guy.
No, we can't replace you. You're the casual. We need your perspective, Donnie.
Some Korean dude that's just hilarious. I'd be okay. I'd be okay with that.
Okay.
We gotta get Kimchi Mage in here.
Kimchi Mage?
Yeah. He could tell you guys all the actual good Korean words to say,
I did talk to Grayson, though. I told Grayson he's got to come on. I was like, dude, it's about time. You got to jump on the podcast. He's an American guy, yeah. He's an American guy that lives in Korea. Yeah. We're going to have...
Funny about Grayson, I feel like he doesn't like me, bro. He's like the one public person at Iron Mace I've never really spoken to. He's very rarely been to my chat as well.
I don't think he doesn't.
He doesn't like me.
No, I don't think he dislikes anybody. I sent him a friend request on Discord a long time ago, and he never accepted it. But I was like, okay, this guy probably has 4,000 friend requests from
Oh,
that
yeah, of
Discord.
course.
He's probably inundated with messages all the time. People are always adding him. All the hold the line memes and like the cryptic Spotify stuff and Discord. Like he became a bit of like a
It's
mini
cool,
celebrity.
Bro. You don't like me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I'm just saying he's a busy guy. He's got a lot of people that are adding him all the time, DMing him all the time. So I doubt he dislikes you. He's probably just overwhelmed with social shit, right? But I did talk to him and I was like, dude, you got to come on the podcast. So I'm going to try to get him on. I don't know, maybe after the Korea trip. We'll see. But yeah,
So here's my
was it,
mission to you, dude.
Hmm?
Oh, go ahead, Jeff.
I was gonna say, wasn't it Terrence or something that said it was like Grayson was bringing in some of the Tarkov elements with the whole like quest, like scheduling thing? I'm pretty sure he said something like that. So
Yeah,
Pretty
I
cool,
mean,
like,
Grayson is
talking
working
much,
on.
so.
I don't know exactly what Grayson works on. I know he does community management stuff and helps run the Discord, but he also works on the game as well. Like because it's a startup, there's like you do multiple things. You don't just like have
yeah.
one job, right? So, and I'll be finding out what else I'll be doing as well. Like I have a strong feeling that Terrence is not going to want to fly to America every time there's like a games expo or something like that, and they're going to need some representation for the game. So it might be on me to get on a stage at PAX and talk about the game or something like that. So that's something beyond just a traditional marketing plan or influencer marketing campaigns on YouTube or something like that. But I mean, you have to realize I used to host New York Comic Con and E3 and PAX for Twitch. So I've always been the guy interviewing the celebrity or the game dev or the voice actor or the streamer, you know, with a million people watching E3 or something like that. I've never been the guy being interviewed. So at least I know what to expect, you know? So that's good. But yeah, it'll be fun. It's going to be cool.
Cool.
Hell yeah. This would be a cool opportunity for a single guy, all expenses paid, move to Korea and whatnot. Yeah, sure. I mean, if I was like in my early 20s and this was like a cool gig that I got and, you know, didn't have family or single guy, sure. I mean, I would probably move to Korea, but not now, not in this point in my life.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to flex, by the way. I'm literally just sharing my experience. That's all.
Hey, I got like 7 Lambos in the garage, bro.
No, I don't even have a car.
I was just letting you know.
I have no car.
What is car culture like in Korea? Like, does everyone drive there, or do they like get a ride?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't think it's that big of a thing.
There's definitely, I mean, there's busy roads and busy highways and streets, but there's a lot of like
There's
bicyclists.
like car
people
culture. I think like JDM. We're like,
Well, I mean more like American car culture, where like if you're an adult in America, you have a car, unless you live in some crazy city like New York. Or something.
I have no clue.
Yeah. Some of the scariest driving I've ever had to experience is when I was stationed in Korea at Osan Air Base. I was a support guy, and I had to drive a truck with a bunch of supplies from one base to another, and I had to take the Korean highways and, you know, leave the base and drive to another base, and it was like an 1.5-hour drive. It was chaos. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. All the signs were insane. Red lights at certain points were a suggestion. People just like kind of slowed and just fucking kept going. It was pretty wild. If it had not been for the GPS I had, I would have been fucked. And I did not enjoy driving there at all. It was pretty
Well,
crazy.
Obnoxious brings up a good point in chat. He goes, I learned that cooler cars only got me more dudes and not chicks. True. Very true.
Yep.
It's
That
kind of like
makes sense.
weightlifting. You know, like you can get to a certain level of coolness with your vehicle or like attractiveness with your weightlifting, but after a certain point, you're only getting buff for the other guys at the gym. Like they're the only ones that are only going to care if your tits are popping just right. So keep that
Pretty
in mind,
much. That's kind of true. You're right.
Yeah.
Don't read it, Soma. I know you're reading it, bro.
I'm gonna ignore it. I mean, it was an announcement, and I'm trying to ask or trying to find other
Stop,
questions.
man.
It's all good. I don't care. That's the
Hey,
internet.
so here's my
I'm
mission.
easily baited.
Here's my mission for I want you to go in the office, and here's what I want. I want you to find the coolest guy that nobody in the community knows about. Maybe he's like a programmer, or maybe he like, I don't know, models feet in the game. I don't know what it is. Whatever he does.
Hmm.
And I want him to like kind of speak English, like broken English. and I want you to try to get him on the podcast. And just
Donnie.
he's just the coolest guy. You know, maybe he's into like karate and like motorbikes, and he just comes on here and tells us crazy shit. That's what I want. That's my mission for your career trip.
All right, Donnie.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do what I can, dude. All right.
I just want a signature from one guy. If you can do that, I'll be happy.
Sure, we
I can't wait.
An
I can't
autograph.
wait to meet one guy. The one guy. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's two now. There's two guys. So.
Oh no, there's certainly at
Oh,
least
at
five
some
one guys.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's probably several
At
one
least.
guys doing other stuff. Yeah. Monster designer guy. If monster designer guy speaks English, that would be a really sick guest. That'd be super cool. But
That'd be cool.
yeah, working at Iron Mace is going to allow me to try to get Iron Mace on more often, which is sick. So that'll be fun.
Be a good time.
Hell yeah. All right, questions,
So
folks.
basically,
What do we
we're
got?
in bed. We're now in bed with the company.
Yeah, we're bought. We got bought out.
Sorry, guys. It's true.
They bought up our startup podcast.
Now
I'm
when
actually a
now when
millionaire.
people say it's a
Those
dev
are gonna go great.
podcast, when people say they're devs or it's a dev podcast now, we can't exactly deny it,
Mhm.
which kind of sucks.
Yeah, you can't type a single code of C++. I bet.
No, I can, dude. I'm dumb as fuck on the technical
There you
side.
go.
I am no coder. I'm a complete fool with that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, no.
I admit it. I have no idea. I've never coded anything once. Yeah. Yeah. Apparently C++ sucks ass, bro. I thought
Oh,
it was
yeah,
cool.
you didn't
I
know
had
that?
no idea. I thought it was a good language. I don't know. I know that
C++
there are languages.
is all right.
Yeah. That's what I know about
It's just
coding.
it's like the base. It's like the one a lot of people learn. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Oh, that's good. What do you got? How you guys feel about creep? Did we talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about creep.
Car creep?
Creep in the game,
No,
like
everyone
anyone can
silently.
crouch, and then after a half second, you can
Yeah,
walk.
you're talking about the rogue perk.
Yeah. Well, it's now everyone in the game essentially has rogue perk when you hit
Every
control.
class. You haven't played
When
since
the-
that, Donnie.
When the fuck was that added?
The last big patch.
Like a week ago or something.
Yeah, like 10 days ago.
What the fuck? I didn't know. I mean, I guess I never fucking crouch.
Yeah. Check it out. I mean, you can sneak around in solos.
In fucking plate armor?
I think plate boots make a little bit of noise, and you can still step
Yeah.
on like skulls
And what
and
the
pebbles
fuck is
and
the
rocks.
point of the rogue perk? Is it a bug?
It's not a bug. It's a feature they've added just to see how it plays. They're just testing, obviously. But I personally, I'm not a fan of it. I think
I love it.
I think it should be adjusted based on the shoes you're wearing, more so than it already is. It's fine. It's fine if like there's less audio involved with crouch walking now. I'm cool with that, but I don't think everyone should be dead silent. Like they
That
got
should
to
just be a
tweak it a
rogue
little
thing.
bit.
That should be like a class thing for them. That's like totally like rogue identity. Like, why would you give that to a fighter? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, the creep perk currently just speeds them up faster as well, right? Is that the case, Jay?
Yeah.
You just get more speed.
Yep.
I don't know.
Slow walk instead of crouch.
I mean, it's if you are a ranger wearing like leather shoes and you're crouch walking around and it's quiet, I get that actually. Like I totally understand. But the heavier the boots get, it should make more noise. That's just my opinion though.
I mean,
saw-
Go ahead.
Someone commented on my YouTube. They're saying like if they made it based off resourcefulness, that'd be interesting. I thought that was a good one because that way, like rogues and rangers, they have high resource. They would already naturally be a little quieter.
That makes
So, like,
sense to me.
bards and-
Give
and then,
resource
like a barbarian would be the loudest fucker ever because he doesn't have.
or
resources.
plate wears. Yeah.
I just don't like that
Yeah.
change.
You should try it out, Donnie. You should play it and see how you feel about it.
I guess.
I mean, it's fun. Like I've definitely snuck up on people with my barbarian and chopped their fucking head off with my Zweihander silently.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
that feels good.
I've soiled.
But see, that just-
at
that-
least 20
Go ahead.
trousers this week, dude. Because I've been walking around with a windlass or a crossbow, and it's
Oh,
crazy, Donnie. I'm talking, dude. I will like walk up. He's looting a body, right? I'm like this to the back of his head, and then he doesn't know, so I walk to the front of him and I put it in his eyeballs before. And then you know what they always do? They jump. you know they're fucking like, they like yell or something, right? But,
Oh
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
I think it's
I don't
helped
know. I
solo
like that
play.
change.
It's helped solo play. It's helped rats. It's helped the new player experience. You can sneak around. You can escape a team a little easier, which that's cool. I like that
I
part.
like the idea that you're quieter, but I don't think you should be fucking silent no matter what. Like that's silly. I don't know.
Yeah, STF had said something like He's not really a fan how like you just get hurt and ran down or something, or you don't have the option to like not be heard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
it's-
Yeah, I get that.
they should
Yeah.
definitely nerf some of the footstep sounds because I mean you can hear people like 2 rooms away sometimes.
Right.
But I don't know.
What about Warlock? Warlock keeps getting buffed. It's kind of crazy. Warlock is strong as fucker. Now, Plate Lock, instead of 50% slower casting speed, now it's 10%, which
Yeah.
I personally think that's cool. But Warlock it's pretty monstrous right now. It's pretty.
I've
it's
been
pretty
enjoying
good.
Health Steal Warlock. I've been kind of getting bodied by Plate Lock. Like I just don't have anything to catch anybody with, so I get destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But again, I'm bad at the game.
Warlock.
Yeah, I think Warlock's getting just like a ton of love. It is weird. It's like where's where's
Is
that
it
for,
crazy?
Like, the other
I feel like it's
classes or something?
really, I feel like it's really good in solos, but in teams Warlock is kind of meh.
It's okay.
It's very. I mean,
It's good.
half the lobbies I see in Norm's Goblin Caves is Warlocks.
Yeah.
Warlocks
I'm
and
one of them,
Rangers, and
but-
then I'm a Barbarian, and there's a Slayer fighter thrown in too. That's what I typically see. I think Slayer
Yeah.
fighter's extremely strong right now. It's fucking insane, man. It's
In normals.
in normals, yes.
Normals,
Sorry, in
yeah.
normals. Yeah, so I mean, someone runs in with a crossbow or a recurve bow. They have 15 Franny axes. They have a white falchion and a dagger, and they're just destroying people. If they're good kiters, you're gonna get hit with like 3 or 4 axes, and they're gonna come in and swat you twice with the falchion. You're dead.
Yeah.
It's hard even as a barbarian to fight against it, but I typically can win if I don't miss one swing. But yeah,
I think this goes back to kind of the point you are talking about with SDF, how he's not a fan of how people just get run down. I think you got to give more abilities for people to like get space, like once somebody's on top of you. Like, give me like a shove perk. Give me
Well,
somewhere I
I-
can like shove a guy, or that'd be fun.
Yeah. I may have like misquoted him. by the
Oh,
way.
okay.
I don't know if that's what he said.
But I mean, just in general, I agree with it because once a fighter or once a barbarian's in melee range and they hit you one time, like you're not getting away if they keep swinging. So I think it'd be nice if you could have abilities that could like gain you some space, disengage you from melee range. That'd be nice.
hey, I got a piss. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't hold it.
He said I got to piss.
Yeah, step back.
insta-muted."
Step back's good. But I mean, that's
The
the only
ranger
ability like that.
is nice, but
Yeah.
I don't know, I mean, compared to everything else, have you even fucked around with it?
I don't play.
Actually-
I haven't played Ranger at all, but I've seen
Oh.
it. I've definitely had someone step back on me, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
It is like my favorite thing at the moment. You can backstep doing anything, by the way. So I
Yeah.
can like stab you in the face and instantly backstep. You can do whatever you want, dude. It's crazy. You can fake jump off of stuff and then backstep back. It's literally. I mean, you played WoW, right?
Yeah.
It's like Hunter Disengage, just not as good.
How far is the
It's-
range?
It's the same thing. Oh, it's like tumble range, not that far.
Yeah.
It's pretty short.
So
range,
cool
but-
though. So cool idea.
Yeah, I
But
did
stuff like
a
that's
sp-
fun.
I agree. Yeah, I did like a Spartan build with Spear Pavis backstep. Bro, that shit was nasty, dude. You stab someone in the face and then backstep on their swing, and they just have no idea.
That's awesome.
Like
What's the
crazy new
cooldown
tech.
on backstep?
It's like 16 seconds. How long?
Yeah, you can't use it. You can probably use it like once a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who uses shield bash? I don't run into anybody using
Fighters.
Shield bash.
And
Yeah.
nobody.
Yeah, and it's not even good. Like I don't know.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
But no, I think more movement tech would be nice. Stuff like that would be cool.
Sorry about
Give me
that.
like a slide. Give me like a rogue slide. That'd be fun. You know?
Ugh. A rogue slide?
Yeah, why not? Like just more stuff for like movement to let. Well, maybe rogues don't need that.
You
actually.
just you just talked about the movement meta and how we feel about it, and now you're asking for like Apex
Yeah, I
Legends
know.
like slides and shit. Yeah.
I'm just saying it is a little lame once somebody gets in melee range on you in like a beefy class. Like you're just fucked. Like there's nothing you can do.
I mean, I get it. That's. But what
Yeah.
about the melee
dude-
side of the fence? Like, what if you can? Do you know how frustrating it is to never be able to catch
look,
someone who's
I'm-
just a foot outside of your weapon's range? It sucks.
I'm that guy 90% of the time, so I get it. But I don't know. More options would be nice. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you. Sorcerer. What do you think Sorcerer's gonna get one day? I hope there's like a blink, like a mage type blink. Like wow.
I'm pretty sure that should never come. I mean, if it is, it's gonna be a It's gonna just
Yeah.
be the next wizard. Nerf
Wizard
into
should
the
have
fucking
like
ground.
a blink. That'd be cool.
Hmm.
Do you guys see all the naked wizards in Goblin Caves?
No.
Just shameless like
Bonk
bone
wizards?
just running around.
Bonk wizards, yeah.
There's those guys, but I mean, like, if you're a wizard, you know, and you're in norms, like, why are you even wearing clothes? Like, just go butt naked as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, at that point, it doesn't matter.
Well,
If you're getting,
disabled.
if you're getting hit in norms as a wizard, you're dying in 2 hits anyway.
Yes.
So why take minus 25 move speed with all the stupid robes and shit? It makes no sense.
I just talk mad shit to them. I like ego check them. Anytime I see a naked wizard, I'm like, fight me, pussy! I'm like, what are you scared? And they just get too close and they die.
I have really
Yeah.
been enjoying Bonk Wizard. Whenever I do play HR, I like to get into HR Ice Caverns and jump on Bonk Wizard. It is very, very fun. Just Magic Staff, Ignite, all the defensive perks. It's pretty great. I'm loving it. Fire Mastery with Zap, Fireball. Explosive. It works with Fire Mastery, right? Explode?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I should add that to my spell wheel. Do you like that spell, Jay? Do you think it's good?
I like it, but I don't know about using it with a melee wizard. You're gonna hit him with a sticky bomb and then get active. You know?
No, like I mean, use it to like zone for a while to like stop people from pushing into you
I mean,
until
sure.
you cast your spells, that kind of a thing. Like you
Sure.
cast it in a doorway, they don't push into it, gives you time to haste, invis, ignite, and then as soon as it blows up, you take them out or whatever. It's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know. It's kind of how I think about it. Yeah, wands are eventually coming. What's up, arcane armor? Yeah, wands are
Wands would be cool.
eventually coming. Yeah. I mean, wands
My
makes...
ass, bro.
You don't think so?
Dude, wands were in the trailer of the game that came out in August 2022.
They're
Who fucks the
coming.
wands, man.
But I mean, like, what role is Wand gonna fill? You know, I think that's kind of why it hasn't come out yet. Because is it just gonna be a different like spellcasting focus, or what is it?
Yeah,
Gonna be?
I really don't know.
I think it would
Yeah.
need some sort of cantrip left click, like a little burst of, like a short ranged burst of damage that doesn't do any damage over time or anything like that. Just raw magic damage, like 10 damage a pop. So you are more viable against mobs, or you can finish someone off or something like that. But if you're gonna take your wand and cast spells and then just try to hit someone with it, that's dumb as hell. You should be, shooting some sort of cantrip thing out of it. I hope that's the
Expelliarmus.
case. Like a survival bow for wizard only and sorcerer eventually or something like that. Yes, essentially. And then maybe it only has like 10 shots, and then you have to like run your magical hand over it to recharge it, like reloading the bow.
Repolish your wand real quick.
Exactly. And then repolish the wand, and then you get 10 more shots, and you got to reload it.
How else do you reload a wand, bro? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of the way I've thought about it, but
That'd be funny.
who
Pretty
knows?
good.
Weapon mastery wand fighter. Ooh,
Oh,
that
dude.
sounds sick. I like that. What
It'd
about
be fun to have like a magic fighter.
magic staff? What about a fighter wizard multi-class, like bonk, ignite bonker, but you're a fighter instead? That seems pretty crazy.
Mm,
Is that viable?
I mean, with multi-class, I mean, let's say you get
Probably
like the
good.
spellcasting one. Would you just have access to all the wizard spells, or maybe you'd have to like multi-class into like specific spells?
I think that's something we don't know yet. Like, okay, if
Yeah.
I'm a fighter and I multi-class with wizard and I get spell memory, does it come with a spell?
Yes. No.
So that
he said
sucks.
you would have to get spell memory, and then once you get it, it'll start putting spells in the pool.
Okay.
So you have to get spell memory first. So I think he like gave the example. So he's like, if you don't get spell memory early, then you're probably not going to get a spell build. Which
Shit.
is kind of scuffy.
It's a little scuffy.
Is it going to be that
Imagine
OP?
on your level 100 main, like you really want to be a spellblade fighter, and then you just don't get spell memory.
That would
Yeah.
suck, yeah.
GG for the wipe, Like, I hope it's not like that.
Well, I mean, we have to test out this initial run at it. And I think,
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, it won't be
well,
like that forever.
yeah, it's not going to be like that forever. I think multi-classing is going to be fun, broken, frustrating. And I think the player base over the next 2 or 3 months are going to pick that shit fucking apart. and they're going to get a lot of good data, and then multi-classing will be way better by the time summer rolls around, you know? That's just the reality of the situation. Let them cook, as they say, you know?
Fair.
I would
We gotta
love...
turn the burner on first, bro.
Dude,
Don't get to cooking anything.
I would love to be a barbarian with Fireball or Zap. Holy shit. That'd be so awesome. That'd be cool.
You say
I think
Allah?
barbarian with demon form would be disgusting.
That could be disgusting, yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Demon
trying to be
form
like a
barb.
monk wizard.
Mm.
Can you do that? Because that's like now you're a sorcerer. You cast with your hands.
Why'd
but
you
then,
say it like that? Can you do that? Why'd you say
What?
it like that?
Can you do that, bro? I
you
don't
got
know.
you got serious. You fucking like hunched down. Can you do that?
Or
I
you,
hope
like,
so.
Hit him with like the leg sweep, bro, and then you fireball. You know? Like, come on. Now.
I like it. I like that.
Honestly, I think when multi-classing comes out, like I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna let everybody figure it out. Then I'm gonna get just the disgusting, just most sweatiest meta build on my fighter, just to shit on people just a little bit. You know, have a little bit of fun in my game.
I like it. I
And
hope
good
you
luck,
do.
bro. I hope you get the things you want with your RNG rolls.
True. Yeah.
What are your highest level characters right now? I've really pushed Wizard Barb Fighter right now, so that's gonna be my multi-class, whatever that combo is. I don't know.
I'm like 20, like on Warlock and Fighter, but I've been splitting time.
You know what I really
Same.
fucking want on my Barbarian is the active ability, what is it, Arcane Shield? What's the name of it? Why can't I think of the
Arcane
name?
shield.
Is it Arcane Shield? Arcane
Yeah.
Shield, Reflective Shield, Ice Armor as perks in my active ability on Barbarian. Holy shit. Imagine how good that would be.
That Warlock perk that
I think it'd be
reflects
sick.
10 physical damage would be nice. Be a good one.
That'd be good.
Oh, sack or what? I don't even know. Dark
I
reflection.
forget the name of it. Yeah, Dark Reflection. That'd be good if you just want to be just melee death.
Barb.
Yeah, you should get like Barb Blunt Weapon Master. That'd be
Yeah,
hard.
that sounds good too.
What is the corruption? Low corruption. The exact verbiage on that.
I wouldn't use dark. I wouldn't want to take Dark Reflection on a Barbarian, but
No.
Ice Shield. If you go Black Skeleton plus Ice Shield plus Iron Will, and you get lucky with like Arcane Shield or Reflective Shield, you're gonna destroy in melee. But at the same time, who knows what crazy multi-class build you'd be going up against? Imagine Slayer Fighter. Imagine Slayer Fighter with the Dark Touch or whatever it's called, the new Warlock perk, where it adds magic damage and lifesteal, and you get like
yeah.
crazy 50% action speed or something like that, and you're just watching that lifesteal go up. That's gonna be crazy too.
You gotta have some rails on the multi-classing, right? Like you can't just completely.
Well,
like, hit
I
all
think
the
they said
different-
that it's going to be slightly curated. Isn't that the case? Jay?
Yeah.
Wasn't that what they said?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
they're gonna
It-
have some
it
rails on
sounded
it.
like to me that it's just completely open for SDF to say some heinous shit like double jumping, longbow wielding, second winding barbarian, bro. You know,
Yeah,
with stealth.
yeah.
That is
Like,
heinous.
if you're
That
gonna
is
say
fucked up.
that, it's got to be like very free. I would imagine.
Sure. Yeah, barb roars and in demon form. Hit all your.
And if they are
yeah.
gonna make, if they are gonna make an RNG, they shouldn't have any rails. I mean,
Well, yeah.
you're just trying to get some data.
I really hope
You
it's not
scar
RNG
them.
though.
I mean, I think it is better.
You think it's better
You want the
RNG?
first, do you want the first iteration of multi-class to like be a cesspool of no lives, or do you want to like actually be able to try it and get fucked in some classes or in some characters?
You're asking me to grind my guy to like level. I mean, 35 is the first multi-class, and then
Yeah, that's a
you
big
want me to.
mistake.
Yeah, you want me to grind my guy all the way up like to 35 at least, and then I get like just the shittiest, just doesn't work for me perk at all for my class. I don't know. I
I'm
don't
glad
think
you
that feels
guys.
good.
I'm glad you brought this up. Do you think it should be 20 and then every 5 levels? Like level
That'd be
20
fun.
should feel significant. When you hit level 20, that's level cap in like D&D, for instance. It should feel cool to hit level 20, and then it should be every 5 levels. That's what I really think.
I just don't think it should be a massive time sink.
Exactly,
because-
especially if it's RNG. You should get it every
Well,
5 levels.
Yeah, especially because RNG, yes. But like,
Once you hit
I don't know,
20,
look
yeah.
at Juye, right? Like the dude's like level 80 something on Barbarian, bro, and like my highest level is 28.
Yeah.
The whole like to me part of
Wow.
the game was that like what was the difference at base kits? You had a level 1 and a level 20. The difference was like 3 perks. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're essentially the same power level, but now like your baseline, like I can almost guarantee I'm gonna not want to play later because my wizard's level 30, and I know half the people in Hyrule are maxed, and they have all these crazy multi-class builds, right? Because like
Yeah.
I'm gonna get like 1 or 2 rolls, they're gonna get 10 rolls, and it's like not gonna make me want to play knowing shit like that. This is my concern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think, once you hit level 20, every level after that is 1,000 experience, right? So to get your first token, multi-class token, level 20 makes sense. And then every 5,000 experience, which is not, it's still a bit of a grind. Even just 5 levels, 5,000 XP is, it takes a bit. That seems fair to me. I don't know. But at the same time, the Eastern gaming market, China, Japan, Korea, grinding is like a part of the fucking show. Like that's
which
like
I understand.
I get it. I mean,
but
that's it's different.
70% of your player base is not fucking Korean, man.
Yeah,
Sorry.
exactly. You're
It's
right.
just not.
You're right.
You're listening.
Yeah.
You're making a game for whoever, and it just so happens to be, you know, like Americans and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
bro, I'm not trying to sink 400 hours into max one character. I'm just not. I really hope they don't go that route.
I hear you. I mean, we've already seen an XP change and a hot fix a few days ago. We'll continue seeing it tuned down a bit. I think so.
Well, I think that's kind of the fun side of Dark and Darker is, you know, it is a hardcore, you die, you lose your loot experience, but also it's the kind of game where you're gonna hop on for an hour and have fun. You don't have to be on for 6 hours to have like a good run, you know.
Right.
Like Tarkov, unless you're gonna sit down and play for 4 hours, you're not gonna get anything done.
Right.
I don't think it should be like that. Dark and Darker. A little bit more casual friendly is nice. I say that as the casual.
People also forget, and I said this I think last podcast, but Druid eventually will be coming out. There's going to be a whole bunch of perks and active abilities involved with that too. That's going to switch up the multi-class meta relatively quickly into multi-classing becoming a thing. What do you guys? I mean, do you get what? Imagine like Demon Warlock that also has bear form or rat form. Like you're a demon that turns into a rat and shit. That is going to be hilarious. There's going to be a lot of cool shape-shifting moments, I think. Or you're a demon that turns into a fucking chicken. It's going to be cool.
Be fun. Why not?
I'm just hoping I can hide as a rat, like stealth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Pickpocket.
I'm sure. Especially if you can hold
rat,
control.
Stealth, pickpocket. Oh yeah. Dude.
Hold control. No sound in your little rat feet. Oh yeah. That's going to be sick. All right, chat, hit us with the questions. Yes, we did mention the announcement, Mr. Race Car Remedy. Let's see. Are your 10 steps going to be rat-sized steps, though? Oh,
yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you'll make it like 2 feet?
Yep.
It counts all 4 feet, too. Oh, man.
God, I'm thirsty as fuck.
I really want to do that tanky pickpocket thing. I will never do it. I'm not sinking all that time and try it, but it'd be fun as fuck.
All right, what was it? I'm joining Iron Mesa's head of marketing later this month, Race Car Remedy. What do you think about Plus All being reintroduced yet again? Not a fan. I think it should be on jewelry only. Thanks, Race Car. I think it should be jewelry only and capes. That's it. And even then, it should be like max +1. I don't know. That's what I think, dude. I don't think it should be on multiple. It shouldn't be on multiple pieces. I don't know.
I think having a stat line that immediately devalues everything not having that stat is weird. So
yes. As soon as you see plus all, you have to use it. It's like you have to put it on unless you want to gimp yourself or you're RPing or some shit, but fuck that. You know, you want power.
This is like the same problem I have with like Falchion and stuff. It's like it just reigns in the category. It's just a weird there's a weird like design thing, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's even stronger now after like all the stat changes they did a while ago too. Like it's way different than like very early in the game.
Are you talking like the stats right now?
Yeah.
Compared to like the
how they broke them up.
prior?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it feels much stronger now, but I genuinely can't tell the difference if that's because like I was wearing all +3 before. And it didn't seem that crazy because I was wearing it. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's pretty cringe at the moment. Yeah, I'm still not a fan.
Yeah.
But with the gearing.
Thanks, Odin. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's an experiment that keeps coming back, and I don't know. There's a reason for it, but I don't know what that reason is. Okay.
Yeah.
More questions. What do we got? That was gonna be my
+10
question.
all on all my items.
Sorry, Fire.
Have any of you guys finished your quests?
I had
No.
finished a lot of them on my barbarian, like a fuck ton of them, but not all. But yeah, I probably
Is your
finished.
squire just pimping?
Yeah, my squire is like a full page of stuff on
That's cool.
barbarian, which is cool. But I think I have completed my guess like 80% of the quest, maybe a little more. It's just fun. It's fun to quest to norms. It's
No,
legitimately
100%.
fun. Yeah, I like it a lot.
It's like just casual. I mean, that's what I've been doing. Just casually going through it and have fun.
Yeah.
Having fun.
And then HR, I'm still not really enjoying HR that much, though Ice Caverns HR is legit fun. Just because, yeah, I think the comps that you go up against in duos is more fun than some sort of buff ball. Like, all right, the bard and the cleric are going to juice up the fighter or the barbarian or whatever in trios again and again and again.
It's more aggressive. Yeah.
And it could just be way more sweaty. But when it's just a 2-piece versus a 2-piece, you don't have all the bard buffs or all the cleric buffs on a single guy. You got to choose a path, unless it's a cleric and a bard together. But then you could probably kill those guys. But it's more fun than I'm having more fun in Ice Caverns HR than I am.
I just think trios
Chris.
is too much going on sometimes for me.
It's sweaty.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh god, like you just had to be so locked in.
Yeah. You got to go, Jay. What's going on?
I've been nauseous all day. I never throw up though.
Well, let's wrap it up. Then.
Yeah, I mean it's
No,
the
no,
darkest
no,
hour.
No.
It's
we're
the
good.
darkest hour.
I'm
We
just
hit
sick,
an
bro.
hour. Let's stay.
Hey.
I'm just sick.
Stay-
Leave me alone. You know. I'm sorry.
All right,
We'll wrap it up.
all right,
It's
all right.
fine.
We'll go.
I'll throw up right now if it makes us keep going.
All right, let's keep going. I want to keep going. My movie is until 9 o'clock, and it's only 7:10. So, no, we'll go. Let's go for like 20 more minutes.
Yeah,
let's
good
take
for
like
me.
a few more questions.
I got shit to do tomorrow.
Jay is the resident sick person on the podcast today. Yep, that was me last week. Donnie
This guy
was
just
the week
said I'd
before.
sub. As a follow-up to me throwing up on camera. You know, I used your cheeks thing, Selma, a few months ago.
Not
Did
bad,
you see
right?
that?
Not bad, right? I would
I
love to
know,
see
it's
that
funny.
clip.
It was like the perfect moment.
Yes.
I think someone was like asking to see. They're like, "How much to show ass" or something.
You're like,
and I hit them with that.
10 people sub
And it
right now. I'll
worked.
spread my cheeks on Twitch.
It was like
Yeah.
3 primes, bro.
That's it. Yeah.
Infinite money glitch.
Absolutely.
Infinite money.
I mean, if you're not going to wear...
You know what's funny?
Go ahead. What's
Okay.
up?
I was gonna say I stream sometimes and I have like affiliate, and randomly one day like $50 just came to my bank account and I was like, what the fuck? Like who gave me $50? And I like checked and it was like Twitch from like 6 months of like my friends subbing to me. I was like,
Oh yeah.
ah, cool, I guess $50. All right.
That's cool, though. But you didn't hit the
Uh,
$100 threshold, so you can't actually get the money yet.
No, it got sent to my account.
Oh,
I
nice.
think it'd been in
Okay.
there or something.
Yeah,
I don't
think
know.
it was $50 before. Yeah, I know, cause I once had like $70 one year, and I never claimed it because I was like depressed seeing $70 for 1 year. It's like, oh my
That's
god, bro.
All right, Spuddy's here. What's up, Spud? Late to the party, you guys discussed the Warlock, Chris Dagger, and BOC memes. It feels like everywhere there's one class meme that just terrorizes the experience. That's the nature of balancing, right? There's always going to be something. But we talked about Warlock a little bit ago, Spud. It's just strong in general. Warlock got buffed across the board in general. Yes, the Chris, right? BOC Chris is, I see it constantly in Norm's Goblin Caves. And it fucking destroys people. Yeah, it's strong.
Agreed.
I mean, I think Warlock needs to be tuned down a little bit in general. But at the same time, I like that Chris is finally viable. They adjusted the fuck out of that weapon multiple times. And now it's finally feels powerful. But with BOC, it's...
Yeah, that's because of Warlocks, though.
Yes, I know, exactly.
That's because they were popping Bloodstained Blade and like tripling their damage.
Mm-hmm.
I will say Warlock, like, yeah, they're a little much, but at least like every build path they can do is viable. You know, that's like a good probably standard for
Yeah.
classes.
No,
Honestly.
that's true.
Rat Soup says, how do you guys feel about all these monster item drops? Like bug shells, giant toes, spider silk, bug wings, shit like that.
Good.
I think it's
Big
cool.
fan, actually.
I'm a big fan too. I like very diverse, huge loot pools. I think it makes finding something really exciting even more exciting when you do, right? So if you find like a bug wing or something and you can use that to craft something, awesome. If it's a quest item, awesome. If it makes finding this harder because there's more shit in the loot pool that can appear, awesome. That's the way I look at it.
I know Spo was complaining about Chris Dagger, but when I am playing Warlock, I'm like, God damn it! I wish I could just get Chris Dagger right now. Just get in my base kit, you know.
Yeah. I hear you. How do you guys
Yeah.
feel about how easy it is to stack resistances? What do you guys think, Jay?
I don't like tank meta at all. Personally.
Yeah.
I
There
mean,
should be like one tank in the game, and it should be fighter. And then maybe like now the other one would be a warlock.
You don't think Barbarian should be a tank?
that's what.
Nah, bro.
That's what.
He's
That's
already
like.
fucking running at the speed of light, one-shotting people. The last thing he needs to do is be invincible.
Well, that's the whole point of Barbarian. Is like
Well.
massive health pool, hard to kill, a juggernaut that runs at you and chops your head off. That's
Then
the
delete
whole
the other
fantasy.
7 classes, bro. If that's what they want to do.
Well, why aren't there more barbarians then? Because they get destroyed by
I don't know.
ranged. They get destroyed
Yeah.
by ranged.
Range
Because they
movement,
owned for
yeah.
14 months and then got bored and decided to switch mains. Just a wild guess.
Yeah,
They're
I
like,
could-
oh yeah, 12 rank 1 killer titles is enough.
yeah.
Time to retire and play something else. I don't know.
I don't know. I always end up gravitating back towards barbarian, even though my favorite thing in the game is to parry riposte with a longsword. I always end up gravitating to barbarian just because I like surviving wizard spells. What can I say? I like being able to survive a warlock curse because I have a bunch of damage and magic res. Now, if I can
Barbarian definitely has
multi-class,
range.
yeah, what I really really want is barbarian, fighter, multi-class. Just give me weapon mastery, longsword on barbarian. That's my dream right there. That's what I want. That's
I don't
simple.
want that.
It's that simple for me. A recurve bow
Oh.
and a longsword on barbarian.
Please no.
I know. It sounds terrifying, right? It's coming.
Barbarian that can shoot me with a bow and arrow.
Weapon
Very good.
that's all you need for barbarian. Multi-class one-time weapon mastery completely fucking changes the game for barbarian. It's going to be insane. Achilles with a bow? Yes, exactly. I personally I
Oh
run
god.
I
why would
run
you say that?
I know. I run Achilles in Warcry. That's exactly what I want to do. Is shoot someone with a bow and then run them down with my longsword.
Talk about cancerous. Give the ranger Achilles strike.
No.
Yeah, sure. Sounds terrible.
No.
Yeah.
Imagine Achilles strike and leg shot at the same time. You're just like
Imagine
stuck.
they hit
You're
you-
stuck.
What's wrong with you? You're sick freaks, bro.
They hit you with Achilles right
No.
as you're trying to run them down. You just have to push through or like turn around and stop.
Every time we
Yeah.
like think of something that's insane, though, 2 seconds later we think of another insane thing. The checks and balances are going to be absurd.
They gotta have
What
some rails
checks,
for this
bro?
thing.
And what balance?
There's always going to be a bigger fish with something more OP.
Unchecked and unbalanced.
That's
Oh,
the
no.
point. The checks and balances are that everything is OP. Like as soon as you're a big fish that eats another big fish is going to eat you, and it's going to keep going and going and going. And there's going to be so much OP shit that everything
Oh
is
my
going to
God.
balance and check everything. Everyone's going to be
Rusty
OP.
Banana King just hit us with better than ambush, rupture, and a windless.
Ugh.
Motherfucker, dude. I
Make the
didn't even
bad men
think
stop.
about that. That's terrible. You think you could one shot with that? Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I do
Great class.
agree with this guy though. Classes won't be unique. I do agree.
But this
There's not
is
gonna be class identity. I feel like anymore.
but this is baked in. Okay, I always throw it to
This is-
Dungeons and
this is gonna-
Dragons. I know.
This
but
is gonna go from vanilla WoW to fucking Mists of Pandaria overnight, bro.
yeah, but you got to
honestly.
realize
Well-
that multi-classing has been a thing for decades in D&D. And this is
Yeah,
this
and
is
at
a
level 20, you like create the world and universe and shit. Yeah. Yeah.
If you're like a
They,
crazy
like,
wizard.
alter space time and destroy
You got Jay
world.
shaking,
Yeah.
dude. You got Jay going.
No, Jay's right. When you're like a level 20 wizard, you can like change. You have like wish. Like you literally have wishes. You can wish for things to change in reality.
You got
That's
a
pretty
deck
crazy.
of cards that just like you pull one and everybody dies, bro. What is that?
The deck of many
I
things.
get that, but
yeah.
we shouldn't take the inspiration of D&D to like such a thorough level
Okay,
that it
that's
makes
fair.
the game suffer.
No, you're
Like,
absolutely right.
obviously it's bad for the game. In my opinion, the way you do multiclassing is you only at one time you only multiclass with one other class, and you can take one perk from that class. That's how you do it. That's how you keep it not crazy.
I don't think just one. I think that you have to just pick one class, and then you can multi-class into that class as much as you want. But don't forget, you're always going to have your base class with your base stats, your base abilities.
Yes.
Now, if
So
you can,
I could be.
I don't like that I
a
can be a fighter, wizard,
barbarian.
barbarian, ranger. I think that sucks. That's not
Yeah, that
cool.
does suck.
I don't
so you're
like
telling me
that.
I can be a barbarian with all of the rogue perks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could
exactly.
just one tap people coming out of fucking stealth. Just
Sure.
two-hand axe.
Yeah, I mean,
How is that fun? That is not. That is not
What
fun.
do you mean, bro? You just listed off 10 things significantly worse than that.
I'm just saying they
You
gotta have
said
some
shit
fucking
like
rails.
Achilles range or crippling shot and stuff.
I'm bringing it up. I'm not saying we should do it.
Achilles recurve longsword barbarian. Yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of crazy shit.
Here's
man.
the thing.
Yeah.
We've been getting landmine for a long time. We can continue to get landmine. I'm
That's
not trying
fucking
to get
ICBM.
I'm not trying to get ICBM'd from across the map anymore. You know, like I'd rather get landmine, dude. Hit me with a bouncing Betty, not a predator missile, for the love of God, man.
Someone
agree.
said stealth felling axe, but don't forget, most of this game's lifespan, I could just pop an invispot as a barbarian next to a blue portal with my
But you can't
felling
walk.
axe. Of course, but it's still landmine, and that's what we're talking about. I could landmine someone at a blue portal with my axe. If I can get to 15 int right now, or knowledge rather, I can do the same thing. It's in the game right now. You don't even need a multi-class. I can just put on a few pieces of gear and an invispot and landmine the fuck out of someone. It's in the game.
Yeah, but you know, you gotta have the item. You gotta prepare for that. You can't just walk in, you know, and just smack me with your abilities. That's all I'm saying.
I get it, but you have to set up the landmine too. If someone sees you go into stealth in the doorway, they're fucking turning around. They're not gonna walk
Way
into it.
easier. But okay, here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with that. When I fight somebody right now, let's say I'm playing solo, I fight somebody who's a barbarian, and they run and they close the door and they run away. I'm like, okay, I know the parameters of this fight. Barbarian gonna hit me with a big axe, gonna kill me, yada yada yada. With multiclassing now in the game, if we go that fucking buck wild, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna see any class and I'm gonna have no idea what the fuck I should do
Yep.
because they could be multiclassed into anything. I could walk in that
Yep.
door, they could be rogued, they could be set up with a fucking windlass and just delete me. I
You're
just
damn right.
I think you gotta have a little bit of rails. You gotta be able to predict a little bit for what you're coming into.
Which is why you probably shouldn't be multi-classing into 7 classes. Because in D&D, is
Yeah.
it not only one class with one class, right? And I understand that they have to like do the allocating and points and stuff, so you can't like fully blow out 2 classes, right? Is that how it works in D&D?
You can
You can do whatever you
multi-class.
want.
You can do whatever you want. Technically, there's some like a jack of all trades build where you just take every class, like 2 levels of every class or something like that. Or it's not
Oh, yeah,
the
well,
best
I
thing
didn't know.
ever, but I personally think for the video game, max 1 class. If you can be a fighter wizard,
Yeah.
a barbarian
Yeah.
ranger, like that, I think they should just right there. I don't know.
Now, I think you should be able to have other things in your pool, maybe, that you could pull from. But at one time, like when you go into a raid, you should only be able to multi-class into 1 class.
Yeah, I don't know if it's, but at the same time, don't forget it's going to be a grind and a half just to unlock multi-classing at its base for most of the player base. How many perks and abilities do you think the average
They
player
won't
is going to
even
have?
get there. The
In
average
its
player, I
current
doubt
state.
will even get there.
In its current state,
Yeah.
most people won't even be able to test it. So we're going to see changes for sure. Yeah.
They gotta. I mean, fuck it. If they
Let's
destroy the
also
game for a
remember-
week, it'll be fun. But
Let's also remember the new change. They're going to put this on the test server first. So. Thank
okay,
God.
good move. Yeah,
Yeah.
good move.
So there is that.
Liquid Brown is fancy said we were told to expect mayhem with multi-class because it isn't permanent, and that's true. That's a valid fucking point. Great comment. Let's have some fun with the chaos until it's taken away and they refine it. Right. It's
I
it's
agree.
gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be broken and frustrating and very, very fun when it goes your way, right? So
Yeah.
that's the way I
Yeah.
look at it.
It's gonna be a fun week when it drops. I mean, the second it comes out on the test server, we all gotta hop on because it's,
It'll be
it's
fun.
gonna be
100%.
madness.
Is
Yeah.
the key word there.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah.
week after will be absolute hell. I'm sure.
Dude, I hope on test server they just give me like a max level whatever, and I can just go in and.
That's what I said.
The reason
what I
why,
said.
yeah, the reason why I don't think there's going to be some like crazy multi-class meta that people all follow is because of the RNG aspect, which there's a part of me that hates RNG and another part of me that thinks it's necessary in some capacity. So it's going to be hard to follow a hardcore meta if
You can't follow it.
Yeah, you can't.
with a
Yeah,
system like
exactly.
that.
You can't, which
Yeah.
I think is a good thing.
Which is why I double asked pretty much Terrence at one time because
But
I didn't
think
understand it in
RNG is
that
so
light.
bad for that.
well, I thought the same thing. Is like RNG is like dumb. Why would you ever do that? Nobody wants that. But for the sake of like testing, at least it makes sense.
Sure,
Like
I'm
the-
okay with
Hmm.
testing it, but I think like theory wise, right? You're having me play this game. I got to grind a level for 35. I got to grind for my cookie. You know, I'm gonna get my fucking sugar cookie. 'Cause that's
Grind
what I
for
want.
my cookie. Okay.
but you know, I'm like, fuck yeah, that's what I'm gonna get. And I show up, and these motherfuckers give me raisin oatmeal, and I grind it to level 35. I'm gonna be pissed, dude. Like, no, I just don't think that's good.
If you multi-class your fighter rogue or whatever the fuck, and you finally get that token and you get hidden pockets, you're gonna be like, fuck.
Yeah,
It's gonna feel bad. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna suck. Gotta put some eye drops in my left eye.
yeah. Go ahead.
Are they going to have respecking? I'm pretty sure they said nothing of the words of respecking, or nothing in the realm. By the way.
Ambush wizard would be.
Plus,
kinda
it would be
funny,
weird
dude.
to have it be RNG and then you can respec it because obviously you're going to respec until the RNG lines up.
Boomer
I just,
Soma.
you know,
Yeah, true.
I
So-
kind of feel like multi-classing is one of those things like Arena. I just don't. I think it's too soon. I don't think the game is there yet, in my humble opinion.
But what if that's the plan?
There's-
Like, what if that is what we just don't know what the full plan is? What if it's not too early at all? What if it's right on time? Like, making that statement is, we just don't know.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, and I would love to be wrong. I would 100% love to be wrong. But I just think it's one of those things where it's like I would love to see so many other systems before we get to multi-classing. But
Like what?
like a good progression system, man. Because right now, what we have quests and we have, I mean, quests just unlock stuff through the merchants and the squire, and then we have AP grinding. It's like I kind of want some. I want like a better light at the end of the tunnel. You know, something to go after.
You know what?
'Cause right
else makes me- Sorry.
Oh god.
Sorry. How did it happen?
Go for it. Go. What's up?
Honestly, this makes me want to ask my friend Tim why he quit. He said, I think I'm going to take a long break from dad.
Why?
I don't know why. I don't know. He said he played Rogue and Goblin Caves. When I asked why last night. And I was
Yeah,
like, well,
I-
yeah, that'll
well, I
probably
get
do
that,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
God,
He
those
played
hydrants
Rogue in
fucking
Goblin
rock.
Caves?
Yeah.
Rogue's not that bad in Gobbo Caves, is it?
He's probably like butt naked.
Yeah. I mean, I
He's
guess
probably
normal
running
is
into
probably
just
not
fighter after fighter after fighter. And just,
He's probably running into
Yeah,
just
yeah,
a goblin that shoots him and poisons him for 75% of his health. That's probably the
good. How long
issue.
has he been playing now?
I mean, he's definitely a Timmy. His
Okay,
name
I
is
see
in
he's a
fact Tim, and he is a Timmy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
I mean,
these,
you got to learn the mobs for
Yeah.
sure.
So all these
Well, I mean,
things
like,
we're
you can do
talking
this.
about when it comes to like arena and multi-classing, and I wish these systems would come first. This right here is the danger of playing an early access game. When you commission a painting and you go to the painter when he's only half done, you're like, what the fuck is this shit? I like looking at it, but this shit ain't fucking done. What the fuck? And you get bored with that painting. And if you're there for every single brush stroke, by the time that painting's done, are you over it? I don't know.
That's fair.
It's the
that's
curse of early access. But I also understand why. I mean, it's not a broken record take. It's true. It's super true. Why
No,
is
I agree with that.
It's valid
I mean,
to bring
look,
up.
if this is their vision and this is the thing they want to tackle first, then go on to other stuff. Like I'm here for it. I trust them. You know, they're game devs. I'm just a dummy in my bedroom.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
Personally, I would go a different direction, but that's just me.
I only agree with you on Arena because multi-classing, at least it's like developing the Arena is just a whole side project.
Please don't do Arena. Yeah, I think we can all agree Arena. Let's just leave that.
Well, I
alone.
don't. I mean, with Grayson, was it Grayson? He said nobody's guessed here, right? I mean, that's got to be interesting then.
If it's a system that like builds onto the already current experience, like I think that'd be awesome. Sure, but if it's like a totally separate thing, like I don't know. I don't know.
But if the painting is Whistler's mother from Mr. Bean as a foundation, it's hard to reach the final vision that it is Whistler's mother. I mean, yeah. That's
Buddy,
funny.
how big was that blunt, bro? What is that?
Is weed legal in Australia, Spud? Can you?
I don't think Spud does weed. I don't know.
I'm just asking. I'm not asking if he
He's
smokes.
talking about Whistler's mother from Mr. Bean painting. What?
Dude, he's Australian. They love Mr. Bean out there.
That's some
Dude.
like.
I didn't
five
ask him if he
allergies.
smokes weed. I asked if it's legal in Australia. That's all.
Look, that man is. just
Oh,
thinking that way.
speaking of-
I mean, we've had
speaking
him
of
on
weed.
the podcast, dude.
Dude,
Go ahead.
speaking of weed, chat, you guys know Darren the Wizard, right?
Oh,
From,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
from the dad community. He's the very, very stoned man who wears the wizard hat and the wizard
He
stuff.
plays with his balls and smokes blunts and casts spells.
Wait,
Yeah.
he plays with his balls.
Yes, he
Oh,
does.
yeah, you never seen him play with his balls,
He
bro?
cups
No,
his
I
balls. Yeah, he's coming on. He's coming on April 23rd. I was like,
Nice
well, I wish
terminology.
we could do a 420 episode, but yeah, we're gonna do an April 23rd episode with him. And also,
We can do a 420. Or are you going to be out of town?
I'll be in Korea in May. But we're also
Well,
gonna
no, we
have.
could do 420. That's a Saturday. What do you guys got going on Saturday?
I mean, technically we could.
Yeah, we could do it. Fuck it. Let's do a 420
Well,
episode with the.
That actually
unless
could
you're
be
busy.
pretty hilarious.
We'll talk
I'm
about
gonna
it.
be smoking blunts with other people, man.
All right, Jay's gonna go touch grass. All right, that's fine.
Are we guys all gonna be high as fuck on that episode, or what? I guess we have to.
I mean, I'll smoke a little bit. Sure. why
If
not?
I smoke, I'm gonna consume 8,000 calories, and
you can do it one
just be a
day.
mukbang
You'll
with
survive.
I
Darren the
can't do
Wizard.
it one day. I'll just keep buying it. So I'll tell you guys, chat. I'll tell you guys what we got coming up. Okay. So next Tuesday, April 9th, we're gonna have Wilson's game, Suki Spy, and Augie-san on. Bunch of fighters.
Oh God.
Bunch of fighters are
Three
gonna come
dudes
on.
talking about their sword skills.
Yep, it's gonna be great. And then on April 16th, we're gonna have Skinny Pete on.
Nice.
Skinny Pete.
Another dude that likes long sword skills.
Dude, he's been playing Barbarian as Zweihander right now.
That's a long sword, bro.
All right, you're right. That is true.
Yeah.
But that guy plays the game with a stylus
And gloves.
and a glove and a stylus. That's how he plays, and he's really fucking
amazing.
good. He's
And he has one
absurd.
tone of voice.
he
He
is.
most certainly has cleaved down some cats in his time.
Wow, I cannot wait for that episode.
I'm just-
Do you piss
hope
the
he- I
bed,
hope
kill
he-
small animals, and like fire? You might be a serial
Oh my
killer.
God, I didn't say all that.
Yeah.
This man does play with
No,
styles. That's
he's
fucking
That's the
so
one he gives me,
good.
like
He's so good.
serial killer vibes.
I can't wait to have him on. And then we'll do another, and then we'll have Darren on April 23rd, and then we'll do another full episode Q&A on May 7th. And then I ran into my homie Co Carnage at GDC, and he wants to come on, so we'll have Co Carnage.
nice.
on.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, sick.
I got to figure out a date. for him.
Show.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I love that guy. He's a big fan of Dark and Darker, so that'll be fun. Yeah, he's doing like game scouting for A16Z. He is a co-owner of Mad Mushroom, which is the game publisher that OTK created. So he's like getting heavily into games just outside of being a streamer, which is cool.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to talking to him about it. And then I'm hoping to get Grayson on as well, now that I'll be working with him. So got to convince him to come on. I will be gone for probably a week and a half, so we'll definitely be missing one episode in May. That's why I haven't scheduled with Co or Grayson yet, but
Oh, dude,
Cool.
we're gonna have Dad's Gone episode, dude. We're gonna have that episode.
you should. You guys
Yeah.
actually should. That'd be amazing.
We should have. Who should we have on, Jay? Now that Dad's not here. Just you, me, and who?
We
Like
need
Repo's
someone
we saw
just
on.
as dumb as us.
Oh, Repo's,
You know what I
definitely. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Oh, we get it.
And we'll talk about it. That'll be fun.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, Arcane Armor could come on. Arcane Armor could come on.
Oh, we
and
need a new dad.
Arcane is a
could be- he'll be the
sophisticated,
stepdad.
grown-ass man, bro.
He'll be
Stepdad come
stepdad.
on?
Yeah, stepdad. Yeah, that'll be great.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
All right, let's take a couple more questions and then we'll call it. And then I'm gonna go eat dinner and go watch Blade.
Let's be real, bro. If we're gonna do an episode without Soma, it's got to be the most brain dead shit ever. We gotta make it a special one.
I hope
Just
you guys
memes
do.
and cum and piss all over the place.
I don't want
Yes,
to. I don't want to
I'm so
miss
down.
that. I don't want to
I
miss
was,
that.
hitting, I was trying to hit Donnie's trigger words, bro. I'm excited.
Everyone in chat's gonna be raising their donger. It's gonna be great. Yeah.
All right, I didn't say that, but
You never raised. You never raised your donger in chat.
My donger's raised right now, dude.
Good. Good. That's what I want to hear.
no, I just tell people I have a electric desk, and they usually don't ask any more questions. They're like, "Why is the camera going up?" I'm like, "I don't know."
It's a standing desk,
That's
bro.
fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Liquid Brown Fancy, Wind Druid. Any mention of other new classes? Nah, nobody knows, dude. We don't know shit.
Nope.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
I
What do you
don't
think will
even-
come after
yeah.
Druid though? Did they say? Did he say Monk? Can't remember.
Well, no. I mean, I assume Monk will be last, honestly.
I think that they talked about how they don't like. Didn't they talk about how they don't really like? They're not looking forward to doing monk, basically.
Well, no, SCF a long time ago said that he was working on like wall running and shit like that with the double jump. And then when they put double jump out, it was like super strong, so he stopped the rest or something like that.
Yeah.
But that was like a long time ago, whenever double jump was added.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it's got to be last. No shot.
Yeah. I don't know.
Nuked out said, Soma, you got to chug a bottle of any drink if you don't tell Jay that he is the raddest Rouge player in the game. You wear Ruby Silver? A lot of red armor?
Never.
As a Rouge player? A red player? No? Red
Nope.
skeleton?
Rouge.
Rouge. You're a Rouge player. You're a red player, dude.
Oh, thanks, dude.
No problem.
And it's Rouge, like gouge.
Oh, is that how you
Nice.
pronounce it? Rouge. Okay. Llama Styles, how many Griff grits you got? What does that mean, Jay?
How many channel points?
Oh.
you're-
I have
I have
one.
64,000.
I have 146,900.
You guys are disgusting, bro.
Yep.
What's wrong
Is
with
that not a
you?
lot? Is that a lot?
How much do you have, Donnie?
64,000.
Even that's quite a bit, dude.
146k, almost 147k. Yeah. And I've used some of the points for how high are you? Scale of 1 to sandwich. You got folded. You know, I'll throw it in there sometimes. You know.
Damn, dude.
This guy, dude, Schmellet has
I think you roleplay for a
545k.
match.
Big dates, 690k. Look at that shit. See,
I believe it.
Man, ain't got shit.
God damn.
There we go. That's great. Rat Soup Gigi says Monk is getting kited so hard. I don't know about that. If Monk can catch
Isn't it
arrows,
supposed to be a mobility class?
it's a
I doubt
mobility
that.
class. If you can wall run
Arrow
and catch
catching,
arrows
yeah.
and shit, like, dude, I'm actually the most scared about Monk out of any class that's coming. That's the one I'm worried
In
about the
fact,
most.
it's like the monk is gonna kite you because he's basically playing with his food, bro.
Yeah, I'm most worried about that. That
Monk will be
class is
fun.
going to be fucking insane.
I hope monk is
Oh
like
my
super
God.
squishy, but if you're like really technical with it, you can do some crazy shit. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I mean they're technically kind of squishy, but they have pretty good AC. Like they have, you know,
Yeah,
later
because they're
on.
hard to hit because the whole thing is like they're like whoa, you know, like moving out of the way and stuff.
Yeah.
That's the whole lore. So
Hey,
be
Darren the
fun if,
Wizard's
like-
in chat. What's up, Darren?
yeah, what up? I'm gonna take a piss. Be right back.
Do it. I cut you off. I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Dictator. Will you guys ever have Squeeshan? We already have. He
Yeah,
was
we had
he was a
one.
great guest. That guy's awesome. I would love to have Sequisha and Anthony on together. That'd be a really cool
Yeah, that'd
episode.
be nice.
That'd be fun. We never had Jonah on, dude. Does he play the game still?
No.
He
I feel
he
like
got
doesn't
back to
play
me
anymore.
so late. He got back to me so late. But now he doesn't play. It sucks. All good though.
I love Jonah though. Jonah's like,
He's cool, yeah.
past you, he's like my mentor.
Oh,
Well, I mean, not really. It's just like every time I have stream questions, I usually go to Jonah.
he's a great guy. He's a smart dude, man. He's a good person to tap into for knowledge. That's good.
Um,
Hell yeah.
Well, he'll also be like, I'm not gonna bullshit you. He'll just tell me straight up, which is nice.
Yeah, totally. All right, Darren. What if we did your episode on 420, Saturday 420 instead of the 23rd? What do you think? How about Grims? I really like Grims. He's a great guy. I haven't talked to him in years. I used to bring him brand deals back in the day when I worked at Tempo Storm. I tried to sign him because he was really big into PUBG, but he did his own thing. But I would love to have him on. I just need to reach out to him. But I think he would probably come on. We're pretty cool with each other. Bring Summit 1G on. Summit is actually an old school homie of mine. I helped him set up the first ever dono alerts on his stream many years ago. Okay. When it was like an RSS feed back in the day. And I've done a lot of brand deals with Summit when I worked at Twitch. Jared's the man. I love that guy. But he doesn't really play dad, does he?
He uninstalled twice. He like raging.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're fucking. Where's your cap at, Spud? Now Soda Poppin', he legitimately does play dad, and he's a great guy. I love Soda. He's insane, but he's great. That sucks that Summit hates Dark and Darker. I feel like if he gave it a proper try, he'd crush it.
I felt a little like the other day I was watching him and he was like trying to find games to play. I kind of wanted to say like, hey man, I know you didn't like it, but like if you ever want like a Sherpa, I'd be more than happy.
You should.
I wanted to tell him that, but I feel like if he read that in chat, he'd probably cringe the same way I would, or anyone.
You don't want to say it in chat. You have to like somehow figure out a way to speak in Discord or something like that. That's the proper way to do it. If you're like a streamer and like I still think this is the case. If you're a streamer in another streamer's chat trying to play with them and they're way bigger than you, it's just bad form. It is. It sucks. Yeah. It's just the way it is.
How to be a leech 101. That's like the first
yeah, that's like the worst thing. Yeah, it's bad form, man. Summit's playing Smite right now. Oh god, we gotta get him into dad. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's playing Smite, bro. Hello.
Yeah. Dude, we gotta get Pokelawls on, man. Does Pokelawls still play? I love that dude.
I think he played recently, right? And he did not like it or something. I don't know.
Oh, really?
He hasn't been playing in a while, though.
Interesting.
I just tuned in. I'm gonna tune out of his stream. It's kind of weird. Got some interesting stuff going on.
Oh, Pokelawls? He always plays some wild shit, dude. Greek
like,
God?
just chatting with like frog goggles on or something.
I played with Greek a few times though.
You've played with Greek?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I remember when he wasn't even a streamer yet, man. I went to
just
Ice.
The camera guy or what?
I went to Ice Poseidon's house in LA, and he was there hanging out. I went with Andy, and Greek was there, and he was just starting to become famous as like a side character. And then he fucking blew up, man. He did it. He did the grind. I'll give him that.
Wait, can you do the arm thing, or will you get banned?
The arm thing.
What are you talking about?
What
the hell is that?
About the ice. It's the arm thing. What does he say? Fuck it, dude. That's Ice Poseidon. Come on, bro.
I didn't watch
Did
Ice.
you even watch Ice in the prime time?
I did not watch Ice.
Oh, okay,
I did not, man. I really
Clearly,
did.
we're not a big RuneScape player.
I never played RuneScape. No. I never played. I always thought it looked like just
Well,
washed out muddy shit. I'm way older than you, man. I'm way older than you. That shit was way. I wasn't young enough to get into that shit, man. Like World of Warcraft. Vanilla WoW came out when I was just graduating high school. Like RuneScape, dude, I didn't fucking give a fuck about that game. I don't know. Why do people like RuneScape so much, Jay? Will you tell me?
Are you kidding? RuneScape is like one of the best games ever.
Why? Tell me why.
You just don't know, bro.
I don't.
You could play it for thousands and thousands of hours. The one problem RuneScape has is that it is a grind game and repetitive. That's all.
I see.
But yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing game.
Interesting. I missed the boat on it, man. My little brother loved it. He played the fuck out of RuneScape.
You played WoW. It's like
yeah, exactly. Better. When I was in high school, was like Diablo 2 and Halo. Like that was the hot shit, you know? Like I used to go to I had a rich friend who had 2 big screen TVs that were next to each other. Like there was a room with a big screen, and then there was another big screen TV in the next room over. And we ran a System Link cable. He had 2 Xboxes, 2 copies of Halo, and we ran the System Link cable from one TV to the other, one Xbox to the other. And we would have sleepovers at his house every weekend. There'd be 8 of us, and we would just fucking play Capture the Flag, Team Deathmatch, and Halo all the time. That was like 10th grade. It was fucking amazing.
Must be nice.
Dude. It was the shit. It was so fucking good. It was some of my the best memories I have of gaming right there. That and like playing Diablo 2
parties
shit.
I ever had was Super Smash Bros. Melee. And it's not
That's
even
fucking
a
sick
party.
too, though. That's cool.
That's
not really a LAN party. Yeah, that's not a LAN, but it's still cool though, dude. But yeah, that shit fun. That was so fun, man. And then obviously Xbox Live came out, and I like got obsessed with Halo 2. But I was pretty into PC, but I couldn't get away from Halo on console. I loved it way too much. It was too good. It was fun.
Anyone play The Division? Oh yeah, dude. The Division 1 was one of the best games.
Oh yeah, Division 1 was cool.
What?
I love The Division, bro.
The Division was ass.
Oh,
it was pretty fun.
You must have been bad, bro. Let's be real.
It was pretty fun.
I didn't even buy it.
The
It
Dark
was
Zone
terrible.
was Dark Zone
I'm a
was
hater.
fun.
So
Man.
good.
Dark Zone
So
was
good.
fun. Dark Zone was fun.
Oh yeah.
That was my only. That was the only thing I
Division
liked.
Shit, that was like the one bad thing was like the metas that got pushed, but
The reason why
It was
I
so
hated
good,
that
bro.
game at the end though was you would get some like beefed up gun and you go fight some like PvE mob and you have to shoot the guy with like 70,000 rounds of ammo, and it's like this is fucking dumb. Like this is breaking it.
Playing an SMG headshot crit build. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, I can't remember the builds, but
All I remember
Yeah.
about Division was like it came out with a super cool trailer, and then the game actually came out, and it was nothing like the gameplay trailer they showed.
are you a Ubisoft fan? Because they typically just disappoint everyone all the time.
Yeah,
so I'm not
that's why I don't
surprised.
play a
at all.
Ubisoft game.
They said
Yeah.
Ubisoft. I'm gonna call it right now. Ubisoft will not be a company that we know of today in 5 to 10 years. I think it's gonna get parted out and sold. I don't think Ubi is going to survive. I don't think
You
so.
think?
I 100%. I'm calling it.
When's the last time you bought a Ubisoft $60 game on launch?
Assassin's Creed
Can't tell the
1.
last time I paid $60. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I paid like for Assassin's Creed Brotherhood like back in like 2010 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I truly think the company's fucked. I think they'll be done in 5 to 10 years. It'll be just like it'll turn into like kind of like what happened with Sega. It just becomes like a little third-party studio and shit gets sold out or whatever. That's what I think. We'll see. But yeah, I'm just. You don't give Ubi a year, says Arrogant Disaster. Damn, I give it 5. Let's give it 5 years. But they just keep making mistake after mistake after mistake. That ship game. What's the ship game?
Anno.
Oh,
no,
Skull and Bones.
Dude.
Yeah.
The guy called it. The fucking executive called it a quadruple A game. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
The guy who hasn't played a video game in 4 decades.
Shut up.
Nice.
Just shut your mouth, please. You fool. You fucking
Just
suit.
jacked up
I
on
would
coke.
say
This
after
suit.
Siege, after Siege's 10th year, then I think it raises a big question mark. What's that company gonna do?
They got to come out with a sequel for Siege, yeah. I mean, that
Probably.
game's
I
really
don't know,
popular.
bro, but that game won't even last 2 more years with the amount of cheaters in it.
Mm.
It's disgusting. It's like 70% of
Yeah.
matches fucking spin botting in that game.
You think there's a way to
Disgusting.
like fix cheating in online games, or you think it's just something we're gonna have to deal with?
Yeah, you
It'll
do
be
what
a
Blizzard
constant
did
war.
back in the glory days, and you fucking fly around your game and you ban them on, like manually. Yeah.
There will always be cheaters. It will always be a what did the dad devs say? It was like they fight a constant war in the shadows. Like they're always
Yeah.
fighting the cheater battle, and the fight
I
never
think it's
ends. Yeah.
AI anti-cheater is the only next hope. Only hope, rather, probably.
How good is the I mean, the Valorant one was like the next step, right? Where you had to like
Well,
fully
that's
give them
kernel
access.
level. We'll
Yeah.
get full control of your computer.
Hmm.
But even then, there's still cheaters in Valorant. It's just significantly less, which I think.
What
is the
kind of
whole
cheats
point.
from Valorant? Just like ESP kind of shit? See through
Oh,
walls?
I don't know. I can't
Counter-Strike
get that high
aimbot.
rank.
Yeah, basic stuff.
Apparently, the cheaters in Valorant are all like high ranked.
Wow.
So I don't know. Just what I hear though.
That's a weird one. Why would you cheat in competitive games? You know, like that's
Why
like
not?
I,
What do you
I
mean?
get it if you want to go shit on people who are just playing the game, but why would you want to grind all the way up to the very, very elite and then just cheat. That doesn't.
People will cheat on anything, dude. They'll cheat on shit that doesn't matter.
Let's say, I mean, there's a leaderboard in Valorant, right? Like, if you were rank 1 Valorant, bro, and you threw a stream on, you probably get thousands of viewers.
Yeah.
Right?
You think? Yeah, but wouldn't they know you're cheating just from how you play?
Depends on how good you are at hiding
Probably,
it.
But like, yeah, I don't.
Some people
I
can
would
hide it.
imagine, like,
Yeah.
well, aren't
I
like
get-
Apex people getting outed for cheating right now? Like, isn't that part a big thing?
I don't know.
I don't know. I thought the whole
Nice
thing was it
smoke.
was like they were getting like remotely controlled or something like that was the whole thing on Apex. So like people were like hacking into the game.
Yeah, I'll tell you in Siege, bro, it is blindingly obvious when people cheat because they're like super dog shit on everything they do. But like,
They
if
cheat
you're
to
like
get
a
the high
Radiant
rank.
Valorant player or whatever, you're probably not going to be looking like your dog shit.
Yeah, people will cheat in any way they can, man. Especially if there's money involved. Yeah, it's
I get it
Still-
in games like Escape from Tarkov. I like kind of understand cheating because it's like such a difficult game to like really get good stuff, and there's so much risk involved with every run you do. That's a game where I'm like, okay, I understand. Like, I don't do it personally speaking, but I understand like the mindset of it. But I really don't get the mindset of like grinding up a rank and like a competitive shooter and then cheating in that. It just doesn't
sell
make
the
sense to me.
account. People sell accounts.
Sell the account, but who's gonna
Yeah.
buy that? Like, why would you
Losers.
buy a super
Fucking
plenty of
losers
people.
will.
just so you
Losers
can
with
tell
money.
your friends?
Losers
Yep.
with money. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. It sucks, but yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah, they
Some
convince
people
themselves,
convince
yeah.
themselves. Yeah, probably.
Some people convince themselves they're good even if they're using cheats when they win. That's true too. Mental gymnastics, and they're Olympic gold medalists with that gymnastics shit. Yeah, it's true.
Random brutal with the. I don't even understand the appeal of grinding up a rank without cheating.
Yeah.
Shut
I
up,
remember
dude.
as a kid, I got StarCraft, and I was playing the campaign, and then my buddy was like, "Dude, use some of the cheats. Power overwhelming, you're invincible. Show me the money. You get a bunch of fucking minerals, and you can beat the game easier." So I was like, "Okay, shit, let's try this out." So I used some of the
Yeah.
cheats, and it fucking ruined the campaign because I just like would just
Yeah, you
get
just
like
win.
I just won. It ruined the campaign for
Yeah.
me. It ruined StarCraft for me. I
That's a shame.
regretted
Yeah.
I regretted the fuck out of it. Killed the
Yeah.
game. Cheating
No, I get that.
sucks. Cheating sucks, man.
Damn, me and my cousin playing Age of Empires 2 didn't know how to type, but his mom did, and she was spawning us a shit ton of them Corvettes or whatever. with the guns on the front.
Talking about
that
the
was
big
fun.
ships. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, obviously I replayed
Hey, Tenacious
StarCraft.
Tuna said the same thing. What are the odds?
I mean, it's fun to like hop in and like fuck around with cheats. Like, you know, back in the day, if you'd play like Grand Theft Auto, give yourself like invincibility, all that stuff. But
Yeah.
it does ruin. Like, if you're actually trying to like enjoy a challenging experience, it ruins it, of course.
Yeah, I
not
mean, I
fun.
was like 13 years old, so it was like, whoa, you could cheat in the game and like get infinite money. Like, wow, this is
Yeah,
cool.
it's fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then it wasn't fun. Literally 20 minutes later, and then I would play StarCraft online, and then eventually I revisit. Whenever StarCraft 2 got announced, I replayed the StarCraft campaign, and it was fucking awesome. And I didn't cheat,
I
obviously.
do miss like single player games having fun little stuff like that, like cheat codes and stuff like that for beating the game. Like that was fun stuff.
Yeah, Game Genie and all that shit back in the
Did
day.
you guys also write
Oh, you
down
buy
all
the
the,
book, yeah.
the Vice City codes on like a notebook paper?
My buddy Josh did. He was a big he had a PlayStation in Vice City, and he had all the cheats. But it kind of ruined that too. It was
Bro,
it
no
was fun
gravity
though.
tank spawn. You
It-
just,
it
like,
could be
turn-
fun.
Turn the turret, start flying. Dude.
Oh, dude!
I
You
used to
guys
cheat in
remember
Turok Dinosaur Hunter, and like you could get every gun and infinite ammo and be invincible and just ragdoll the fuck out of everybody in Turok. That was fun. That was pretty cool. But
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead, Don.
I was gonna say, Smell It brought it up. Did you guys ever get into like hacker MW2 lobbies and play with people
Oh
doing
yeah,
that? Those are fun. That was a good.
my
time.
buddy bought one of those lobbies back in the day for fucking. I think it was like 3,000 Microsoft points or whatever.
That's hilarious. Boys, this is a good one. This is a fun one. I like our just regular ass podcast episodes. It's fucking fun.
Same.
Yeah.
This is good stuff. Any final thoughts? I'm about to get some food and go watch Blade. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna
Nice.
drink a beer and
Look at
watch
this
Blade. It's gonna be great.
That's a fun movie, dude. The CGI in that movie is so bad, but it's so good.
It is the OG Blade. There's a Alamo Drafthouse movie theater in San Francisco, and every Tuesday they have Terror Tuesday. And this Tuesday tonight is Blade. So me and a couple buddies are gonna go get beers and
Blade is a horror movie or something.
I mean,
kind
kind
That
of.
was more like just an action movie.
It's action, but
It's a
it's an
scary.
excuse to watch it, right? So yeah.
Sure.
Blade 2 is kind of more of a horror movie, actually. Blade 2, I would say Blade 2 is a horror movie because like they're all stuck in that building, or like, you know what I mean?
Blade is an action
it?
comedy. Yeah, kind of Donnie.
Kinda.
Anyway, you know what was not that great though was Blade 3 with fucking Ryan Reynolds or whatever.
Yeah,
That movie kind of sucked ass. Yeah.
I hate Ryan Reynolds. I'll say it.
You hate Ryan Reynolds?
He's getting a little old.
Bro,
His
it's
humor's
not
getting a
about
little
that dude,
old.
He's just fucking annoying.
You know what sucks about him is
Yeah.
the Mint Mobile thing. He does he's a business guy now, right? And he has Mint Mobile. It's like cheap wireless, like fuck big carriers. Use Mint Mobile. It's more affordable and like yeah, cool. And then he sold the company to Verizon. It's like fuck you, man. And then he still does the ads like fuck big.
He's the Green Lantern, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he like
that guy.
he's like the worst corpo sellout ever now, dude. Like I'm excited
Wait, he
for
sold it?
He sold Mint Mobile to like I think Verizon or T-Mobile. It might be T-Mobile
Really?
for fuck tons of money.
So the
And
guy got like a $50 million movie check just to sell a fucking phone company for another 50 mil.
Oh, you know, hey,
It's
dude,
just dirty.
listen,
Whenever your whole thing is please use our company because it's cheaper and it's better for people that don't want to be attached to giant wireless companies like Verizon and T-Mobile, and then you sell it for hundreds of millions of dollars to one of those big companies, and you keep creating ads saying, fuck big carriers, come to Mint Mobile. You're a dick. You're a piece of shit, okay?
He is. But let me read you this. Ryan Reynolds donned many hats. His 25% majority stake in Mint Mobile
Yeah.
led to a substantial windfall when T-Mobile acquired the startup for $1.35 billion.
There you go.
I'm selling out, dude. I don't know about you guys.
I'll say
I'm
again,
selling out.
fuck Ryan Reynolds, bro.
I will go watch
Green Lantern.
Deadpool
looking
3
ass.
though. I'm excited for Deadpool 3. I
Yeah,
like
it'll be
Deadpool.
fun.
I like Deadpool. I like the Deadpool movies, man. I'm excited.
It's just his like brand of humor is getting a little old. I don't know. A lot of times
Yeah,
I'm
I mean
like,
it's
"Alright."
the same thing over and over again. But back in the
shtick
day,
is a
like
little-
Waiting was so good. That movie's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Van
Deadpool's
Wilder, I fucking love that movie. Shit was great.
No,
You didn't like
I
Van
don't know.
Wilder? I thought that movie was funny.
I don't know. What that is.
If I'm getting a $300 million check,
Oh, Swamish said
I'm
acting
solid.
like you wouldn't do the same. I didn't say I wouldn't.
Oh yeah, I'd do the same.
What the fuck are you talking about, bitch? I would definitely do that. I would become that piece of shit too. I don't have that opportunity. So therefore I will stand on my fucking moral high ground and talk shit. Cuz that's
fucked
what
up.
I get to do as a pleb. Okay? So how about
I
that?
don't have the $300 million.
yeah, I don't have Mint
Suck my
Mobile to
balls.
sell. Yeah, so fuck you. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely would want to be a billionaire or sell something for $1 billion. Duh. Yeah, whatever.
Is it anybody want to buy this podcast? I have a 30%
I
stake in
wouldn't.
this podcast.
I believe in God. Nice.
That's hilarious. What are you here in Texas? Summer? Wait, what are you talking about? I'm not in Texas.
No.
All right,
Probably should've
guys.
said something about the Alamo.
Oh yeah, no. There's an Alamo Draft
Alamo
House
Draft
in San Francisco.
It's a movie theater.
Yeah, movie theater. You can get cocktails and beer and order like a burger and shit and watch a movie. It's pretty sick. Has anyone ever told somebody he looks like the default GTA Online character all the time? Summit used to meme on me, and he would play Soma on GTA Online, and it was
Oh, okay.
ridiculous. He would.
Yeah.
I would go in. He's like, "Here's my character." Ha ha ha. I'm like, "Yeah, whatever. Fuck off." It's pretty funny. I love you, Summy. Anyway.
All right.
You guys are awesome. Donnie, where can people find you online?
You can find me on the internet at Donnie. I stream sometimes. And I have old YouTube videos. Check me out. Hey.
Watch his videos. They're actually good. Too bad it's wasted talent. He doesn't do anything with it.
Yeah. well, I'm a corpo, dude. I sold out. I'm just like Ryan, dude. Not for $1 billion.
Unbelievable.
but way less.
Sold out for a salary. That's okay.
Yeah.
Jay, where can people find you?
Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Jay Griffith.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yep.
I'm at Soma on everything except YouTube. It's at _Soma. You can watch the podcast on that YouTube channel. You can watch 5th edition D&D content. And that's it. Next week, April 9th, we're going to have Wilson's Game, Augie-san, and Suki Spy on for a little roundtable discussion. And then Skinny Pete the week after, and then Darren the Wizard after that. So we got a really sick lineup. Very exciting. You guys are the best. Have a great rest of your week, and we will see you on the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye.